What's up with it? Y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go talking that boxing again. I don't watch reality TV. I watch boxing. Yeah. We got a live show for you tonight. We got a live panel for you tonight. It's finna go down in a major way. Yes, sir. Finna get it started. We got tonight we got special guests. We got my man Drico Bay. We got Drico Bay. We got my man Kwame Brown from Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk. And you already know, the big stepper Money Brown TV. So yeah, y'all know what to do. Hit them comments when you come in. Let us know you in the building. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, Steve.
Yes, sir. What's happening with it, Big Stepper?
Chilling like a villain, man. Ready to get these people this knowledge on this Christmas Eve. You hear me? What you tipping on?
Man, so it's this caramel apple cider juice, right? It's this organic caramel apple cider juice, and I put that the peach crown royal in there. Man, this joint hitting.
Man, my nephew gave me some of that some motherfucking apple Jack Daniels, bro.
Yeah. I used to drink that. That used to be my shit probably like back in like 2011 through like 14, 15. I used to drink that all the time.
I just took a couple shots of that shit. That shit got me buzzed, bro.
Yeah. Yes, sir. What's up with it?
Kwame.
Salute to the pan. Salute, Monnie. Salute.
Did I call you Kwame Brown again?
Yeah.
Did I call you Kwame Brown again, man? I just thought about that. I was like, I hope I ain't call this man Kwame Brown again.
You just said Kwame. That's good enough.
Okay.
My name every day.
Tell a nigga, Kwame, you is not no first round bust.
Shit, I be that. He got that first. He got that number one NBA pick money. Shit, they call it.
It's so crazy.
There you go. There you go.
Mama, there goes that man.
Okay.
What's good? Everything boxing. Salute to Money Beezy. Salute to my boy Keon. Man, great platform you got here, man. I see your viewers going up, man. Hey, y'all fellas doing it. That two-headed monster, baby.
You already know,
man. We all gonna cook tonight. It's a hell of a panel on here tonight, man. We finna get it in.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And let me get these notifications sent out. Let some people know that we on here cooking.
Absolutely,
man. And I've been seeing y'all over there on Loyal to the Game Boxing, man.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
y'all up in there stirring it up. Y'all stirring up the pot.
Yes, sir.
Right. Trying to make the move, baby.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I love it.
Absolutely.
Putting some paint where it ain't. You understand?
Yeah. KG off in the building. What's happening with it, KG?
I had got the episode of Loyal to the Game Boxing on YouTube. I didn't know Kwame was gonna lie. I remember he said he was gonna drop that bitch though, but I didn't know him and Drake was gonna be getting down like that and shit.
Yeah.
That heat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate it. Hey man, y'all ate that blueprint, man. Ate that blueprint. You drinking that caramel cider?
Man.
Yeah, I'm drinking. That's exactly what it is. You heard what he said, Key?
What's that?
He said he drinking that caramel cider.
yeah. But with the I put the peach crown royal in there, man. This shit.
There you go.
Yeah. Man, this shit hit.
Hey Frank, It ain't no hype, Frank. Inui is the real deal, dog. A lot of people ain't gonna agree to it, but that's my guy, bro. Inui is the real deal.
You know you the real deal. I don't really like. He ain't one of my people, like but you the real deal. What's good with it? What's good with it? Stay ready. If you stay ready, you already know you're welcome to jump on the panel if you free. But that when you gotta move up and wait and keep moving because can't nobody beat you in the weight classes that you at.
Right. Sound like Floyd. Sound like Bud and Floyd. You gotta when people are doing shit like that, you gotta give them their respect. Yo, and when
Floyd, I don't mean to cut you off, but speaking of Floyd, remember what we was talking about right now, Money, me and you. We didn't really get to talk about it too much, but we're gonna dip into that subject too. So that's don't let me forget. I'm still sending out these little notifications. But go ahead, Kwame.
Yeah, like I was saying, with Floyd, and that's the thing. Sometimes I get so pissed off when people bring up Spence and Mikey because Mikey was doing the same thing. Mikey was doing the same thing that these guys was doing. I mean, he stepped up to a weight class and he lost to just a better fighter. But a guy who's 39-0, and it wasn't just the fact that he was winning fights. It was how he was beating the guys. Like how he was beating these guys was dominant shit, Right. So you gotta give it. I mean, look, Lipnitz moved up in weight and finished Peterson off, retired him. Right? Mikey dropped him in the fight, and he said before the fight what combination he was going to use to hurt him. 1-2 down the pipe, and that's exactly what he dropped him with, Right. So what he did to Bunny, I thought that was amazing as well because Bunny have a longer reach.
The Bunny.
Yeah, Bunny got a longer reach than Earl, but that just goes to show you the difference in pedigree and how people understand small basics and fundamental. Because Bunny wasn't able to, he doesn't know how to effectively use his range. Like he won't let that just dominate the fight.
He wanted to fight in the inside, like
right.
But don't forget to say how Bunny said Mikey got that pop too. Don't forget that shit.
Oh hell
he was like, man, that motherfucker hit hard.
He did though. Not only that though, but when you beat Sergey Lipinets, that's why I say he only moved up one weight class because if you fought at 140 pounds
and get a belt,
140-pound fighter, you got a scrap exactly. They want to keep talking about, oh no, he moved up 2 weight classes. No, he won at 140, then he went down to 35, then he came to 47. So it doesn't matter, bro. He fought at 140. He's a fucking champion at 140 pounds. So you can miss me with the bullshit.
With the bullshit. And something, Monty, you brought up really good point there because you know what? This shows that if you bet on yourself and you make the right connections, you can get the fights you want. Because Mikey Garcia basically got the fights he want when he was dealing with PBC. He got all the fights he got Broner, he got the unification with, but he got all the fights he won. He even got the Spence fight.
Even a Spence fight.
So there's no excuse for you at this point in your career to be complaining about you can't fight anybody if you see how other people are making it possible for themselves to do that, So kudos to Mikey, man.
Yeah,
Mikey Garcia.
Mikey came with that bag too.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Mikey Garcia gets such a big bag. He chilling and then gained about 60, 70 pounds. That's how you know he getting the bag.
Right.
Mikey Garcia then gained. He didn't put on a good 50, 60 pounds.
Yeah. His face looked fat. He like he had man.
Yeah. He done did the Madonna.
Exactly. Drink. What you drinking on over there?
Man, I got some Simply the fruit punch. Simply living.
Okay.
We do it healthy.
Hey, but check this out, right? I know we was talking about Floyd for a minute, right? I want to see what y'all think about this, right? I'm watching Bob Arum. He did an interview with IFL TV, right? And he said that Shakur Stevenson, and he said that Shakur Stevenson is better right now than Floyd Mayweather was at the same age, at the same point in his career. He said Shakur Stevenson is ahead of Floyd Mayweather. That's what Bob Arum said. He said that right now If you compare the same times in their career, that Shakur Stevenson is better than him. He said that.
I said this to Key when he had first told me that shit. I said Bob Arms said that same shit about Lomachenko. And if I'm not mistaken, he probably said the same shit about Terrence Boyd Crawford. But I'm just saying right now, bro, Shakur is my guy. Fucks with him heavy. Skill set out this world. We do see a different type of level in him. I can't put him over Floyd right now, bro. I really can't. You know what I'm saying? Floyd was a champion at 21 years of age, if I'm not mistaken, defending this title. And I know Shakur was a champ too, but Floyd was defending his shit. And what we seen that Floyd at that young age, bro, that shit was special. Yeah, Floyd was going forward. He was knocking motherfuckers out with the defense. That shit was special. You feel me? And I fuck with Shakur, and I'm not saying he can't touch that level, but right now I can't put him over Floyd. And I know what Bob trying to do. He's trying to build him up because this is fighting right now. And you know, if you put anybody over Floyd Mayweather at that age, people go pay attention and say, "Oh, okay, so it's good publicity." You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I can't buy that shit. I'm sorry.
Right. I agree with Money Brown on that one. I can't buy it because Floyd's defense to offense and offense to defense is impeccable. He do every inch of that ring. Some people just born. LeBron was born to hoop. Floyd was born to box. That's just how it is. That's God gift, man. It's a difference between being God gifted and talented.
Big difference, man. Look, I have every Floyd Mayweather fight on DVD. I watched his whole career. Floyd Mayweather is fucking special, you know, and Floyd Mayweather technique was so great that we never heard with Floyd, he don't have his man strength yet. He was knocking motherfuckers out from the beginning.
Yeah, Kwame.
You know, from the beginning, and then when he stepped in there, I mean, think about this. Like, I don't know who Shakur Stevenson, you know, has sparred and everything. He's known to have sparred Crawford, and he's actually has admit that Crawford's the only guy who fucked him up, basically. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he admit that. So kudos to him. But I want you guys to think about this. Floyd Mayweather sits up and tells stories about him boxing a pro and Frankie Randall and taking it easy on him.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Because he still wanted him to be friends with him. Because he want to outbox it. This is a pro. You know, talk about sparring sessions with Sweet Pea. You know? So, like Drico said, you know, some people is God gifted. I mean, Floyd was God gifted, and the thing with Floyd as well is he grew up around his uncle's a champion. His dad is a trainer, a boxer. It's like that's all he fucking did. It wasn't like he was someone who had to wake up and go to the gym and then he fell in love with boxing. Like the nigga was born into boxing.
Right.
You know, pedigree, everything, you know. So now Floyd, you know, when people don't give Floyd his respect, I'm you know, I don't care what anyone says. This is my opinion. You know, I would say in terms of greatest fighter ever, just fighter, I would have to go with Sugar Ray Robinson, just based off the amount of fights he had, his skill set. I mean, like this guy sometimes would fight 3-4 times in a month. You feel me? Like that's some crazy shit, you know. When we go down as an icon, a world icon, we got to talk about Muhammad Ali and everything he meant to the culture. Just the fact of him stepping up, being brave enough to become a Muslim during civil rights time, and then say, "Hey, I'm not going to the military," and going through all of that for people to stand up for each other. So, from an icon perspective, we say Muhammad Ali. But from a pure skills perspective, just all around best skills, all around, that's Floyd Mayweather. I don't care what no one say. Show me someone who's all around better than Floyd Mayweather. It's skill wise, no one.
And I don't mean to cut anyone off, but I could arguably say that we haven't seen the best of Floyd because nobody pushed him. What you think about that, Keon, Money, and
I agree 100%, bro. And Floyd's my greatest fighter. He's my GOAT. He's the greatest of all time to me. I know people got that Sugar Ray Robinson. Some people got Muhammad Ali.
I like Roy.
Right? I got Floyd as my GOAT, right? Because I say it's about, like we all know, they say boxing is 80% mental, right? There's no motherfucker, in my opinion, that can think better than Floyd Mayweather in the ring. Because I said this: look at Sugar Ray Robinson, look at Muhammad Ali, look at Sugar Ray Leonard, all those guys. They got taken out their game plan at once upon a time. Sugar Ray Leonard, he let my man Hands of Stone
Duran
out his wife and force him to do something different. Muhammad Ali went out there and tried to show himself to Joe Frazier, took the L. My dude Sugar Ray Robinson did the same with what's my man that beat him the first man? Fuck.
Who was that?
Like 3 or 4 times.
LaMotta?
Jake LaMotta. You know what I'm saying? LaMotta beat him. He got taken out. But when Floyd don't give a fuck. Floyd gonna stick to his game plan. Nobody's gonna persuade him to switch up his game style or none of that shit, bro. And everybody know that Floyd can fight in any era. That's what I hate about people. They try to put that stigma on him. Oh, he's just a boxer. He just this. No, he had hand problems to where he had to adjust. But Floyd, when it come down to fighting, bro, if it come down to where he gotta fight your motherfucking ass, that motherfucker can fight. That motherfucker can fight, bro. He proved that shit. He can fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, a lot of people go ahead on Floyd Mayweather because of the end of his career and how he played his cards on his chessboard. Like I said, I don't knock no man for moving on their chessboard how they want to move. Floyd played the game the right way. He didn't let people dictate his game. And I say, back in the days, see, the promoter had all the power with the mob. Nowadays, fighters got the power. And I'm not going to knock the fighters for having the power, bro. I know sometimes it's pissed off because you can't get the fights we want. But these man lives that's in jeopardy, bro. Like, man, Key, I'm just talking about, look at Frankie Randall, bro. Look at motherfucking look at my guy, Earl Spence' favorite fighter. You know what I'm saying? Terry Norris. Look at Terry Norris. Look at Muhammad Ali. Look at all these fighters. And we can come right now, look at the Dasha. Rest in peace to Patrick Day. Look at them. You know what I'm saying? It's a serious fucking sport where you can die in the ring, bro. And if you got the right, it's just like the free agent move in sports. You know what I'm saying? Now they didn't have no power to do free agency and shit. Until my man, was it Kurt Flood? Kurt Flood, the one that started that shit to make free agency pop like that, so they have fucking power over their own career. You know what I'm saying? Now that these fighters got the power over their career, I'm not gonna be pissed off at them, bro. Sometimes I do get frustrated because I do want certain fights. But I understand the fight game. This shit is a hard fucking business to be in, bro. It's hard, especially with these fickle ass fans that jump ship every now and then. They ain't even sure if the motherfucker is one of their favorite fighters or not. You know, so. At the end of the day, you know, Floyd played his cards the right way. He beat the system. Because understand this, they put him in jail just like they did Mike Tyson, like they tried to do Muhammad Ali, and they tried to break him. They tried to break him, right? Instead of breaking him, Floyd came out with the mentality like, nah, fuck you motherfuckers. Y'all said fuck me, I'm gonna say fuck y'all. You feel me? I'm gonna get as much money as I can out this motherfucking game, and I'm gonna get the fuck on. You feel me? They did Mike Tyson like that to fuck them over. That's why I say Floyd is he got the most mental out of any fighter, bro, in the boxing game, in my opinion, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jack Johnson is one of my favorite because of the time that he fought in. You know what I'm saying? But even Jack Johnson, they broke my brother Jack Johnson. They forced him to take an L. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, you got to look at it for what it is. Respect the game for what it is. Understand that this shit ain't nothing but an organized crime ring. And boxing is a dangerous sport, bro. It's a dangerous sport.
Yep. Thanks.
So I got to look at it like this because really, you know, we look at Floyd, and the biggest thing that we take from Floyd at that point in his career is we say, okay, Floyd was getting knockouts, right? That's the biggest thing we say. Floyd is getting knockouts. Shakur, he's not getting so many knockouts like Floyd was, but he's shutting everybody out to where they're not winning rounds, right? So I got to look at it on both sides, and I ask myself, I say, why would Bob Arum say this? One is promotion, okay, but if he really feels that way, why would he feel that way? Would Bob Arum have any merit to be able to feel that way? You know? And so what I did is I went, as y'all can see on the screen, is I went and I pulled up Floyd Mayweather's record when Floyd Mayweather's box rec when he was 15 fights in, and he was around the same age as Shakur Stevenson to Shakur Stevenson right now, right? To see if Bob Arum has any argument. because right off the bat, myself, it seemed like everybody on the panel, we all gonna agree, like, nah, he's not what Floyd Mayweather was, because Floyd Mayweather was knocking these guys out. Floyd Mayweather, he just looked more excited, right? That's what you really think about. So what I did is like I said, I pulled up the box rec of Floyd Mayweather, and I'm looking at his box rec. We're gonna go 15 fights in. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So if you go 15 fights in, if you look at the opponents, right, you got Floyd fought Robert. His debut was against his debut against a guy that made his debut, right? His second fight with Reggie Sanders was 1-1. Jerry Cooper 6-3. Another guy he fought that made his debut. Keno Rodriguez made his debut. Bobby Gifford was 19-8. Tony Duran 12-15. Larry O'Shields 12-3. Jesus Chavez 1-13 at the time. Louis Leja 18-3. Philip Garcia was 14 wins, 19 losses. Angelo Nunez 14 wins, 11 losses. Hector Arroyo 16-4. Sam Gerard is 17-4. Miguel Melo 8-1, and then he fought his 15th fight. He fought Gustavo Fabian Culo or something like that, right? So if you look at his 15 fights, and then you look at Shakur Stevenson, I got it in my hand. So Shakur fought Edgar Brito, his for his debut. The dude was 3-2. Then Shakur fought a guy that was 6-3. Then 4-3, 4-2. Juan Tapia 8-1. Then he fought a guy that was 12-0. Then he fought a guy that was 16-1. Then he fought a 16-4, 21-2, 22. Jesse Chris Rosales was 22-1. Christopher Diaz was 24-1. Alberto Gruvera was 27-4. Joet Gonzalez was 23-0. Felix Caraballo was 13-1, and then his last opponent he just fought was 28-1. So then I look at that and I go back, and at this point in their career, around the same age, 15 fights in, you could definitely say by a landslide that Shakur Stevenson was fighting the tougher opponents, right? Up to this point, Shakur Stevenson was fighting the tougher opponents, and he's been shutting all of them out. You know what I'm saying? Really, it ain't too many people that's won one round against Shakur Stevenson. I watched Floyd Mayweather coming out of the amateurs. I watched Floyd Mayweather actually in the amateurs. I watched that whole 96 Olympics. And I've seen Floyd Mayweather dominate, right? So Floyd Mayweather, he was pretty much getting all KOs. You know, he had a couple unanimous decisions. He was pretty much getting all KOs up until his 15th fight. He was getting pretty much all KOs, and then he stepped up in competition and he fought a guy that was 20-7. Then he fought a guy that was 38-6, and then he finally fought Gennaro Hernandez, right? That was his first world, the WBC, when he won the super featherweight title, right? And that was in his, let me see, that was in his 67th, like 18th. I think that was his 18th or 19th fight when he fought Gennaro Hernandez, right? So right now, Shakur Stevenson is fighting the much better competition up to this point. We already know that Shakur Stevenson is about to fight the winner between he's gonna fight the winner between Frampton and Jamel Herring, right? And then he's trying to get a fight between Burchell with Burchell. So, like I said, you can't compare the resumes up to that point. So now back to what Bob Arum said, right? Bob Arum could have a point, right? He could have a point at this stage in time. Shakur Stevenson is ahead of what Floyd Mayweather was, at this stage in time. So if you take it from that standpoint, he has a great point. He has a great, right? Shakur Stevenson is still getting better. At that stage, Floyd Mayweather was still getting better. They both don't get hit. You know what I'm saying? They both don't get hit. Shakur Stevenson's opponents land like 4 to 6% of their shots on him, right? And he's going 12 rounds, so he ain't knocking most of these guys. He's stopping some of these guys, but a lot of them he's going unanimous decision with them, right? And they're only landing 4% of their shots. You go back to Floyd Mayweather, I don't know what his percentage was, but I don't think his percentage back then was nothing like that, because back then he was more of a come forward, I'm gonna try to get you up out of there fighter. When Mayweather was at the lower weight classes, he was a lot more aggressive, so he got hit more. So when I say this to say that you really can't, you know what I'm saying? You have an argument on both sides. You can't say that, Bob Arum, he's just fucking delusional. Shakur ain't nowhere near what Floyd was. You can't really say that because Shakur is fighting a higher level, tougher competition very fast in his career. But like I said, you can't really it's an argument on both sides. You know what I'm saying? You can't really get mad either way, because they both showing that they both basically, well, now I'm gonna say this. Floyd Mayweather is one of the greatest fighters ever to ever live, right? Shakur Stevenson, and you saw that in Floyd Mayweather at an early age. At that age, we could see that in Floyd Mayweather. But what I can say is at that age, we could also see that in Shakur Stevenson, right? If he stays on the same path that Mayweather did as far as his dedication and focus, he will be there. Because I think we can all agree that we see it in him. You know what I'm saying? But he got a long way to go. But at this point, I think it's an argument for both fighters. One fighter just had more of aggressive KO style at that point in time. And one fighter, Shakur Stevenson, you really can't fault him because he took a page out of Mayweather's book. But see, these guys are young. So Shakur Stevenson never really got to see, live in action, Pretty Boy Floyd like that when he was knocking cats out. He grew up in the era where he got to see Money Mayweather. So of course, young guys, they're gonna take from what they see from Money with Mayweather, not Pretty Boy Floyd. So I think Shakur Stevenson, he took more of what he saw from Money Mayweather. I'm not gonna get hit at all. I'm not gonna get hit at all, but I'm gonna beat you every round. So it's an argument, it's an argument both ways. It just depends from what standpoint you want to look at it at, And like I said, Floyd Mayweather, I think, a couple fights after his 15 fight, he ended up fighting Gennaro Hernandez, and being a huge underdog and beating him, right? Now, but the difference with Shakur, the difference with Floyd Mayweather is a lot of people were surprised when Floyd Mayweather beat Gennaro Hernandez, right? He wasn't supposed to go in there and beat him like that, right?
Dominated him.
Yeah, he dominated him, right? He wasn't supposed to go in there and dominate him like that, right? Now, Shakur Stevenson, his next fight, right? He has a chance to go in there and dominate Herring or Carl Frampton. I think it's going to be Carl Frampton, right? He has a chance to go in there and dominate, right? So if he does that, now you're gonna get those comparisons. Like, damn, okay, they both going down the same path, just in different fashions. You feel what I'm saying? So some people gonna look at it and think that Bob Arum is crazy because you like Floyd Mayweather was knocking these guys out, and then some people, if you really slow down and you look at both sides, like, okay, well, he's actually beating the shit out of these dudes the same way, but he's just winning every single round of every minute of every fight. So it's just, fans are gonna like what they saw from Floyd Mayweather better because it's more exciting to watch. You know, but real pugilists like Kurt Sugar, right? If you're a pugilist like Kurt Sugar and a boxing historian, you probably gonna like what you seeing from Shakur Stevenson more, you know, because you're looking at the technique and all of that. But both of them have all of the skills and the tools in the bag. It's just what you prefer. But I think that we getting a treat because now we've seen a Floyd Mayweather, right? We've seen a Floyd Mayweather. Now we actually get to see the next thing. To me, I say the next that's closest to seeing another Floyd Mayweather or somebody that could maybe be better than Floyd Mayweather, right? And we get to watch him from a different standpoint. We get to watch him more closely now because now we got social media and all of that. You know, when Floyd Mayweather was coming up, shit, we had boxing magazines and shit. You have to wait till they do an interview on one of these big broadcast networks to hear or see from him. You know what I'm saying? But now we get to follow the next big thing's career, you know, right there. And we get to actually have a voice and demand who we want to see these guys fight. So I think it's a great thing.
Right.
Well, I like what Keith said. He broke it down like that, but still, from just looking at the aspect of both fighters, bro, seeing how Floyd moved in the ring, seeing how Shakur moved in the ring. And like I say, Shakur's my favorite young fighter right now, bro. My favorite young fighter. Love his style, love the defense, love how he can stand right there and make you miss, you know, the range and distance. But still, though, with Floyd, bro, like everybody that Shakur fought right now, Floyd will stop. You know what I'm saying? And this is no knock on Shakur, but just
first
Floyd,
round,
bro, just the fluid. I can't even get the fucking word out. The fluid. I can't even get the
fluidity.
Yeah, bro. There you go. It's just the way he moved. Like, and don't get me wrong, Shakur smooth in the bitch as well. Shakur smooth in the motherfucker. You feel me? But with Floyd, bro, the legs, the defense, the head movement. That shit just looked good to me, dog. It's just, and I know what you're saying, Keith. For us, it's a different style. For us, you can whoop a motherfucker ass with defense, make a miss and pay, because that's what Shakur is. He make your ass miss and pay. You know what I'm saying? Floyd had that shit though, but Floyd had that motherfucking it factor where he could turn it on your motherfucking ass, bro. Especially when he was young like that. He turned it on your ass, and he was in your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's special, but take nothing away from Shakur, man. He a special fucking talent. And I won't say that Bob is crazy or delusional. I won't use those words. It's just for Bob, I just know it's the way to build up his fighters. And he used this shit so much where he's saying this person is better than Floyd, or this person is better, the best thing I've seen since Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? He used those words because he know the effect that's going to have on people when you bring up those elite fighters
shock
like that.
Value.
Yeah,
let me say something. Let me say something real quick, Money. Because I see a lot of people saying, well, you know, Floyd, you know, had Floyd was like a year and a half, 2 years younger, year and a half younger than Shakur. We got to think that Shakur, we lost the whole year basically, you know, because if the pandemic and all of that shit hadn't happened, we don't know. A lot of these fights that we saying that Shakur, you know, gonna fight, at least one of them at least would have probably been past tense already. He probably would have already, if it hadn't been for the pandemic, right? He would have already been over there and fight Lee Selby, right? Is Lee Selby undefeated? Or no, not Lee Selby, Josh Warrington. I'm sorry. He would have already went over there and fought Josh Warrington. That's undefeated in the UK. So if he had did that, then we saying, okay, they doing the same thing at the same age. So we forget he kind of lost the whole year because of what happened. But I mean, we all got, you know, it's an argument, you know what I'm saying? It's an argument, you know, but like I said, they both great. It's an argument, you know, on both sides.
Yeah, but you got to remember, Josh Warrington, they dodged because they ain't want that smoke. He went
I think they dodged the smoke, but Bob Arum said is because of the UK. They were supposed to have a fight in the UK, and the UK got shut down because of the pandemic. So they, you know, we haven't seen Josh Warrington fight since then, have we?
Hey, Key,
No.
rush me up, Key, man, so I get this clown up out of here, man. I can't
I thought
see
you
this.
was already messed up.
I ain't rushed up.
Hold on, man.
But
What?
no, we haven't seen Josh Swanson fight since this last fight was. Man, what was his last fight?
There you go, Money.
Yeah.
No, yes. So we haven't. So I mean, what Bob Arum lied a lot. So it's hard to fucking listen to anything he say. But some of the shit that he be saying be actual facts. And I did listen to him when he say why, because we was all wondering, well, why the fuck didn't the Josh Warrington and Shakur Stevenson fight happen? What happened? And he explained that it was because they was gonna have that with fans in attendance. It was going. That's a big fight out there. And it got shut down. It got shut down, so they couldn't have no fans. So that pretty much explains it. But go ahead. Who? Yeah,
Drake. Go ahead, Drake.
Yeah, I say on that same front with Shakur Stevenson, I believe he is the best and most skilled young fighter and the biggest and brightest talent in the weight class. Out of the lower guys, I'm a little biased because Drake could go look at me crazy because I brought this up the other day, but I like Ennis the same way in this weight, like in a higher weight class. Like I see these guys like are super elite talents to me. So I appreciate. Listen. This is just my opinion. It's my opinion. I'm not stating this to be fact. This is just what I see. My opinion from what I can see. Now, the pedigree of Shakur Stevenson just going to the Olympics, like whenever you become an Olympian, that's like the ultimate at the amateur level. So when you come in to the pros, you're looked at in a different light. Now, the only thing that worries me with Shakur Stevenson is he gonna do the right thing for his brand and his boxing business going forward? Because he's with Arum. And Shakur Stevenson, he has the smile, he has the look, he has the skills. He could definitely be someone who's marketed and made into a pay-per-view fighter. But we know Bob Arum has an issue with promoting black fighters correctly. He looks for black fighters to promote themselves. He doesn't, for a promoter, he's more of a person who's a middleman who does business, but he don't promote anyone. And what he thinks his way of promotion is old. It's dated, it's old. It's the type of promotion he's always does by saying this person is better than this person. That's what he does. This person is, Shakur Stevenson is better than Floyd Mayweather. Terrence Crawford is with the likes of Sugar Ray Leonard and those guys. So this is what he does all the time. Floyd Mayweather was better than Muhammad Ali, and then when he left, he was a boring fighter. So that's how he promotes people. It's so corny and cheap, but that's what he does to promote people. And what Shakur Stevenson has to realize is that we're in an information age. So you have to be promoted. Not just him promoting himself, but he has to be with an entity that is going to invest in him and promote him. Because the difference is what a lot of people don't realize, the difference between PBC fighters and top rank fighters is that PBC fighters are promoted by PBC. They actually promote the actual fighter. Top rank promotes a fight. They promote a fight. Like, Shakur Stevenson versus, Frampton, or they're going to promote the fight. But you're not going to really get to know Shakur Stevenson. So when it's time to sell a pay-per-view, unless you're a hardcore boxing fan or pugilist, like you say, you may buy it, but all the people that are so-called casual aren't, because they don't know who he is. So I've just seen what I've seen now is Shakur Stevenson. I heard some rumor about, and I don't know if this is true, but I believe it is because of a credible source, that him and Andre Ward have went different ways. They parted ways.
Yeah,
we don't know why. It's not really any of our business to know why, but that's the business of boxing now. Now it's Jay Prince and It's almost just like Mayweather. It's Jay Prince and Bob Arum. You feel me? So what we do know is that Shakur, being with Top Rank in the beginning, will be matched up correctly and groomed correctly because boxing is about matchups, and he has the skills to pay the bills. Now, when it's time for him to go to that next level, because when you say the word Floyd, we can't only just talk about the skill level. We got to talk about his career.
We ain't there yet though, Kwame. We still in the beginning of the we still he can get his toes wet.
Absolutely. I'm just stating within the next, say, 10 fights in his career, he should be in a place where he should be getting way bigger fights and being more. I don't want to, that face of boxing is always a tough crown to put on somebody's head, but he should be known in the boxing world. He should be one of the blue chip marquee fighters 10 years from now, because most of the guys we're talking about right now, 10 fights from now, because most of the guys we're talking about right now will probably be retired, after his next 10 fights. So the question is, what is he going to do going forward for himself? Because you don't want to be the guy with all the skills like Crawford, but not being able to do the things that you need to do in your career. So I think that's the interesting dynamic I see with Shakur Stevenson. He's going to be in great matchups. He's going to look great. He's a great fighter, great talent, great champion. But I'm just really more interested to see what's going to happen, in the second or the latter half of his career or in his prime, and how that works out for him.
Right. Man, let me stop something real quick. Keto that came in here, he got some shit started because he an instigator, so he like to get shit started. So we gonna get it started. But before we do that, before we get it started, Money already got his motherfucking notebook out. He already getting ready. He love this shit.
I know it's coming. Because you don't like Gervonta Davis.
No, I like Gervonta Davis, but I'm gonna keep it 100. But we gonna get it started. So it's finna get hectic up in this thing. Cheeto then came in here and tried to set shit off. But but before we do that, I want everybody to pause out. I don't give a fuck if you go do it now or if you write it on a piece of paper, right? Make sure that y'all go subscribe to Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk. My man, Loyal to the Game Boxing, right? You see his name right there, and my man Draco Bay, right? Nice. They got their channel. They having fire shows, spitting in fire facts. Go support them brothers. Go support these brothers, right? So make sure that y'all subscribe to their channel and support them, right? And let everybody know what time y'all come on every day.
Well, as of right now, we are going to be coming on after 7 p.m. because I'm working some other shows too. It's crazy once you get into this world. It's time consuming. So
KG said he already been following y'all. That's what's up.
I'm gonna tell you that though. I know it's other shows though, Kwame, but you got to focus on you and Drake. Like,
absolutely.
When it comes to your shit, and it ain't no disrespect to nobody, it's all love. But to get your shit off the ground, y'all got to focus on y'all, bro. We trying to get y'all to that 1,000, get that 1,000 mark quick. Trying to get y'all to that 1,000 quick.
We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you, man. So yeah. Subscribe to Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk. Right now, the live feeds with myself and Draco are going on in Facebook. Next week, we will have a platform identical to Keon's where we'll be able to stream on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. So make sure if you're following us right now on Facebook, make sure you go and subscribe to YouTube. Let's get the YouTube numbers up. And just make sure you guys support the channel. We appreciate y'all. We'll most likely be doing, and we're going to work this out with Everything Boxing, where we may do the follow-up show once their show is over during the day. We may be the follow-up show after that. So, but we'll get back to you guys with that.
The party after the party.
Yes, sir.
And if you in here, if you already in here, please push that like button for everything boxing. Hit that like button, get out, man. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe. Because these dudes right here, man, I call them the two-headed monster, and that's exactly what they are, man.
Yes, sir. And for everybody that's in here right now, right? My cousin Keto Abashi, you see him in the comments. Keto Abashi, he already got a big channel, so he don't need me to say shit. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you are interested in knowing how to become an entrepreneur, want to hear some great business knowledge and business talk, subscribe to his channel. He has every day, right? He goes live, right? He has a special guest. And they talking big business. And when I say big business, they talking big business and big entrepreneurship over there. Man, if you want to put some fat on your brain and just great knowledge on how to become a successful entrepreneur, he having different guests every day. And man, he really doing this thing, man. He really doing this thing.
That's what's up.
I just subscribed that quick. It's that easy.
I'm headed that way.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, he got some great shows, and you know, and he's funny as hell too.
He's funny as hell, bro.
He's funny.
Him and his brother the other day, Key, that you put me up on, dog. When I tell you that show was so fucking fire.
You watched it, yeah?
Man, so fucking fire. I'm watching. The knowledge is out this world, but I'm talking about you. Once you turn it on, you ain't gonna be able to turn it off, and it's real shit. This ain't just me talking, bro.
Okay.
Once you turn that shit on, you ain't gonna be able to turn it off, bro. It's you gonna have your tune. You gonna be laughing, but at the same time, you gonna be getting real shit at the same time, bro.
That's what's up.
He an idiot. He ain't never had no sense since you know what I'm saying. He ain't never had no sense at all. You know what I'm saying? Nigga used to get on my nerves so bad, man. Oh man, I was like, man, you play too. He one of them where you like, man, you play too fucking much. Chill, chill, stop now, nigga. Quit playing. That's him. He ain't never changed. Ain't never changed. You know
hey, keep one of them, no matter how serious the situation is, and they go find a way.
He's always playing. You know?
That's what's up.
But
life is good.
Yeah, man, he doing his thing, man. And everybody he have on the show, man, drops so much knowledge, man, and I'm loving it. Like I told him, I'm going out to Atlanta, and I'm finna we doing some big business, man. Big business.
That's what's up.
Alley, man. And
that's what's up.
Yeah, and so make sure that y'all go subscribe to Keto Abashi. Check him out on Facebook. I don't even think you can send him a friend request on Facebook, but you can follow him. Same thing, Keto Abashi. And Keto, drop in the comment section what time you do the entrepreneurship show every day. Drop it so everybody will know exactly what time you do the entrepreneurship show every day, man. And I think he's finna have a Brad on there. So he got a whole lot of on there. Yeah, man. He you know, he locked in with the big industry cats. So.
He the real deal. Get on the real deal.
Yeah, he real deal.
That's what's up.
KG Alexander said he just subscribed him. Yeah, so man, and that's what we need to do. We all need to support each other. You know what I'm saying? That's what black people don't do enough. You feel me? But yeah, man. So he said it starts every day at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So 11 a.m. Eastern time, right? Every day. Yeah, we with it. We with it, Keto. We will come on there for sure. So 11 a.m. Eastern time, right?
Yeah.
And I know Drico into big business. My man Kwame, all to the game boxing talk. He in the
absolutely
and Money Brown, you know. So
absolutely.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So man, so let's go ahead and get it started. He wants to stir shit up. You know what I'm saying? We really just on here talking about whatever today. He wanted to come in here and stir the pot up because me and him talking, and he asked me, I don't know what he said, but the conversation came up between me and Keto about Lomachenko and Tank Davis, right? And
Lord.
He came up with Lomachenko and Tank Davis, right?
Here we go, Money.
Yeah. And he said that he asked me who would I think would win that fight at 130 pounds, who would win that fight? And I said, well, when they was talking about fighting each other, I said I favored Lomachenko to win that fight. I said because first of all, Lomachenko had been calling Tank out forever. He was and Tank was running from him. Tank didn't want that smoke, you know. For a long time, Tank didn't want that smoke. He was getting at everybody else, right? Tank was getting at everybody else, calling everybody out on Twitter, calling everybody out on Instagram, right? He had a whole different energy with everybody else, calling niggas bitch ass niggas and up and you don't want that smoke and look at this bitch ass nigga that and that. When Lomachenko name came around, well, man, I'm still young in the game, and you know, I'm still young, so you know, he getting older, you know. I'm young, you know, and he needs to rush to try to get a fight with me, but I'm still young, you know. He had a million excuses, right? Up until recently, when he sees, right, these fighters see what the world is saying about them, right? These fighters see, right? They hear what's going on. So of course, after making excuses for years and years, of course, now you gonna come before, and I'm talking about prior to the loss of Teofimo Lopez, right? So this is all prior to Lomachenko losing to Teofimo, right? So of course Tank Davis is gonna come now, right? And say, oh yeah, I'm fighting, but he still wasn't keeping that same energy. He still wasn't keeping the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go back and you look at the energy that he had when you talk about a Ryan Garcia or a Gamboa, right? We can bring up receipts. We can really bring up receipts if it needs to get to that point. But if you go and look at his energy, right, when you were talking about Ryan Garcia, Gamboa, what's the guy that he just fought? He fought Leo Santa Cruz, right? The energy he had with Leo Santa Cruz, and then what's the guy that Leo Santa Cruz fought? Abner Mares, right? You go look at his energy with Abner Mares. All of those guys that everybody knows that he's gonna run through and beat the fuck out of, right? Then you could look at his energy that he had with Lomachenko. It wasn't the same energy. You know, Lomachenko was calling him out on social media. Lomachenko really wanted that smoke with Tank. Tank didn't want that smoke for the longest time, and then we know that Leonard Big Nose Ellerby and Floyd Ballheaded Mayweather didn't want that motherfucking fight. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want that fight. Sure and did. Tank was moving right along with them because he didn't want that shit neither. Now, if you look at, like I said, if you look at Tank's energy that he had with certain fighters, he didn't have that same energy with Lomachenko. And I'm going to name all of them since we're going to go there. I'm going to name all of them because, along with Money, Brown, Big Step with Tank Davis, both of these niggas think that Tank Davis will beat any and everybody from 130 to 135. Both of these niggas think that, right?
Yep.
But I'm going to tell you that there's a motherfucking lie and the devil's a lie. The devil's a fucking lie. Because if you go look at Tank Davis, he don't have the same energy with Devin the Dream Haney. He don't have the same energy with Teofimo Lopez. He don't have the same energy or didn't have the same energy with motherfucking Lomachenko, Gary Russell, right? We go down the line. The nigga picks and chooses who he has that killer mentality energy with. But he don't, all those fighters that I named, right? Tank is destroying shit, fam. You only know about knockouts, Keto. You stopped watching boxing when Roy Jones went. I can't say when you stopped watching boxing in the Roy Jones era. You can't talk to me about boxing, Keto. You can talk to me about business all day. You can't talk to me about boxing because you don't know shit about boxing. Money know
but I do, Keto, so I got your back.
Money Brown know I'm telling the truth, but Money Brown is gonna argue with you if he tell you the fucking sky is black. and you tell him that the sky isn't black and it ain't turned black, he gonna argue with you for 2 hours, knowing the sky isn't black. But he gonna make you think, but he gonna make you believe the sky was black because the motherfucker can argue about anything, right? So that's how it's going with Money. But you know I'm telling the truth.
He's setting up his defense.
I love Tank, right?
Exactly.
I love Tank, but I love Tank Tank is a great explosive fighter, right?
Yo, son, don't try to clean it up. You hate Tank.
No, he don't have the best boxing skills in the world. We've seen him have problems with. He has good boxing skills, but when you talk about some of these fighters like I don't see him beating no Teofimo Lopez. I really don't. I don't see him beating.
Tion's from Brooklyn. That's
I don't see him. I don't see him beating the Teofimo Lopez, right? I don't see him beating a Shakur Stevenson at 130 pounds.
Blasphemy.
If he stay at 130 pounds and him and Shakur fight, I don't see him beating Shakur, right? As far as Lomachenko now, Keto, we gonna talk about now because I was talking about prior to Lomachenko getting beat by Teofimo Lopez. Now, if Lomachenko goes into a fight with Tank Davis with the same mentality that he had when he went into that fight with Teofimo Lopez, like, okay, I'm going to be cautious of his power, well, then Tank Davis will beat him. But if Lomachenko goes into the fight and he has a different mind frame with Tank Davis and actually comes out there and confuses Tank Davis and boxes him and fights him like he can beat Tank. I mean, like I said, because we seen you want to get hyped up because we seen Tank Davis knock out motherfucking what's his name again? What's his name? Come on, Money. Come on.
Santa Cruz.
Yeah, Santa Cruz. Okay, we seen him knock out Santa Cruz. I told y'all before, man. If you know boxing, if you know, you know. Santa Cruz is a. I'm not even gonna talk about Santa Cruz, what natural weight he should be at, whatever. That don't even matter. What matters is when you break the fight down and the type of fighter that Santa Cruz is, and the type of fighter that Gervonta Tank Davis is. That's tailor-made. Santa Cruz is a guy, ain't got no power. He's gonna come forward. He's gonna throw a whole bunch of punches, right? He's gonna throw a million punches, come forward, and he's gonna leave himself open for wide open punches, right? He's done it his whole career. He just never been in a ring with a guy that can punch, and that has the quickness and explosiveness of Tank Davis. So if you impressed off of that fight, I told y'all that it was gonna happen. Like I never gave Leo Santa Cruz any chance to do anything in that fight until they try to, they came and they kind of convinced me like, well, maybe he got a chance after they started the 24 set, the Leo Santa Cruz, Tank Davis, the 24/7 shows and all of that. And that's their job. That's their job is to convince you that a bullshit fight is actually a great fight. They didn't convince me it was going to be a great fight, but they convinced me that, maybe if Leo Santa Cruz can last past 7 rounds, he got a chance. But we know how that went, So go ahead, Tank Davis. In the end, that Tank Davis don't have the same energy with the other guys.
See, Money and Kwame. That's the reason why Keon said Shakur would be better technically than Mayweather, because who was Mayweather associated with? Tank Davis. See, it goes all the way back to Tank. You got a deep envy for Tank.
I like Tank, but I just don't think that he's better than everybody.
Now, let's touch on this. Let's touch on this. Because first of all, Tank ain't running from shit. Tank never ran from shit. Tank Ben said he'll fight Lomachenko, right? He Ben said he'll fight Lomachenko. Ben mentioned that shit, right? Now, of course, when you're in the front, you're not worrying about who the fuck is behind you. When you're the number one killer in the game, everybody want a piece of you. Not just Lomachenko. Everybody want a piece of Gervonta Davis. You can only fight one motherfucker at a time, right? So now, when you got a team and you got a blueprint and you got another side of the street that don't like, I'm not saying that he shouldn't fault motherfucking Lomachenko, but when you got a team that's building you, bro, and that's telling you they gonna get you to a pay-per-view status, Tank fought on pay-per-view. Lomachenko is yet to have a fucking pay-per-view. You see what I'm saying? So when you got somebody in your team that's pushing you in the right direction, right, and it's working, and we see it's working, Tank becoming the biggest star in boxing. He's making millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? He fighting quality fighters. You see, Lomachenko is a small motherfucker. Gary Russell's a small motherfucker. Santa Cruz is a small motherfucker. But still, when Tank knock out one, it ain't gonna be good enough. You know what I mean? So now we talking about Lomachenko, right? I had Tank knocking out Lomachenko at 130. He was gonna knock him out, and I still stand on my words. Tank, because Tank is a better boxer than motherfucking Teofimo Lopez. He's a better boxer, and to me, he got better defense. You feel me? With Leo Santa Cruz, he walked through that shit because he knew he couldn't hurt him. Lomachenko would have been the same way, in my opinion. Lomachenko is a hell of a boxer, I give him that. But once Tank would have felt his power, bro, Tank would have walked through his ass just like he knocked out motherfucking Leo Santa Cruz. Now, I'm not saying Loma wasn't gonna have no success. Leo has some success, but the power of Gervonta Davis is real, bro. So if you think this motherfucker feel the power of Teofimo and nut up, you think you're not gonna feel the power of Tank Davis and nut up? Like Tank is just ain't a power puncher, especially at 130. Especially at 130. You feel me? So when we stay talking about, oh, you know, Tank don't want to fight this person and Tank don't want to fight that person. No, dog. When you the top dog, you the top shotter, right? And your team telling you, you know what, we got this fight, we got this fight, we got that fight. You gonna go along with your team, bro. You gonna go with what makes you the biggest star, bro. And at this point, they haven't did nothing wrong with Gervonta Davis. They haven't did nothing wrong with him. Now the thing of coming with this motherfucker Lomachenko is Floyd and them came up with the narrative. You know what? We don't have to rush with Tank. Loma got to rush X amount of years old, so he need all these big fights. You know what I'm saying? Tank started following a blueprint because at first he was like, "I'll fight that motherfucker long as the money right." He kept saying that shit. Man, make sure the money right. Put me in the ring with him. I'll knock his ass out. You feel me? Then when Floyd and Tank, they got on their little high ain't this right? They got into their little beef for whatever the situation was, right? Then Floyd like, okay, we're gonna put him in the ring with Lomachenko, this and that. At that point, Tank like, fuck you, I ain't fighting nobody to tell me to fight. I'm listening to Al. If Al don't tell me to fight him, I ain't fighting him. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that became a part where people keep talking about Tank is afraid of Lomachenko and all this shit. Man, Tank ain't afraid of Lomachenko, no Teofimo Lopez, no Devin Haney, no none of them motherfuckers, dog. He's not afraid of none of them. Then when we look at Devin Haney, we just seen Devin Haney with no punching power, couldn't take out Gamboa. So what he gonna do with Gervonta? Gonna try to outbox him for the whole fight until Tank start pressuring his ass and walking him down, right? We see Teofimo Lopez. He is not a better boxer than Tank. He don't got better defense in my opinion. Yes, he got punching power. You know what I'm saying? And we got to be worried about that. I'm not gonna lie and make it like, oh, he can't hit Tank and drop it there because he got real power. But Tank got real power as well. And Tank body shots, that shit is just different, dog. That shit is different. When you start breaking your ass down. And once that motherfucker get going, bro, that boy is way better than motherfucker Teofimo to me. He's way better than Teofimo.
Facts.
Y'all can ride Teofimo way because he beat Loma and this and that and all that shit. But like I said, when you look at Gervonta, y'all missed that he beat 3 undefeated fighters in a row. Even though y'all don't agree with it, he whooped 3 undefeated fighters in a row, knocked all their ass out, bro. He knocking out everything he touched. You know what I'm saying? Peace out. Peace out. He knocking out everything.
Look at Keon's face. Look at your face, son.
Yeah, everything he put his hands on, bro. And the power is just not in the first round. The power carried from the first to the 12th round. So he almost like Deontay Wilder in that motherfucker. You hear me? They got to be perfect for 12 rounds. Tank got to be perfect for a few seconds until he catch your motherfucking ass. And he gonna put you on your motherfucking back and he going on your ass or your face, bro. On your ass or your face. You feel me? Listen. Look, now that he's getting better though, now that he's keeping his ass in the gym, go back and look at him, bro, when he fought Jesus Cuellar, when he was under Kevin Cunningham, bro. When he was under Kevin Cunningham, look how short Tank was, bro. Look how beautiful he boxed, bro. When he on his shit, bro, he ain't bullshitting out there blowing up in weight. Man, that nigga one of the best fighters in the world. Not just one of the best at lightweight or junior lightweight. He one of the best fighters in the world, bro. And that's why motherfuckers talking about he deserved to be on the pound for pound list right now, man. You feel me? Leo Santa Cruz is a 4-division world champion. 4-division world champion, bro. 4 division. But they don't want to give him credit for knocking out Leo. Everybody want to make up this. Oh, Leo was telling made for him. Oh, Leo this, Leo that. It doesn't matter, bro. He knocked his ass out cold. You still gotta go out there and do it, knock his ass out. Everybody thought this motherfucker was gonna knock out Lomachenko, but he didn't do it. Tank went out there and knocked Leo ass the fuck out. Knocked him the fuck out. He probably still sleeping right now. You know what I'm saying? So I can try to take the credit away from Tank all y'all want to, bro. Y'all can try to use this Lomachenko shit to discredit him. Oh, he didn't want Lomachenko, this and that. Man, he would have fought Lomachenko if that money was right. We see what Bob doing right now. If that money was right, he would have fought Lomachenko, bro. But right now,
God damn it.
Yeah, now that he's
talking about no money though. They were talking about he wasn't ready.
Now that he's turned himself into a pay-per-view star. I'm not talking about them. I'm telling you what Tank said out his mouth. What Tank said. Long as the money right, we can get him that circle.
No, we see.
So now that Tank is going into a pay-per-view store. Now that Tank is going into a pay-per-view store where he want to be at, and the money go match the talent, right? Now let's see what's going down. I don't give a fuck if he lost to TFP or not. I don't give a fuck. He's still a hell of a fighter. Now let's see what's up. Let's get his ass in the ring with Tank now, and then let's see what goes on. Because I still got Tank knocking his ass the fuck out. Period. Knocking his ass out. And if Devin Haney want it, he gonna get his ass knocked out. The only one I see hanging is Shakur Stevenson, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. But Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko, they all want to sleep. What Zav said about Danny? He going to sleep.
Keon, I don't know who wrong or right. I just know Monnie just whipped the fucking hibachi out to cook with right now on your ass. Yeah.
Well, hey. So what is because you think that okay, what does this say? Hold on. It says what does this say? It says I know I'm gonna read it because y'all can't see it. This 11 months ago. Wow, Gervonta Tank Davis avoided Vasil Lomachenko. Says in no rush to face Lomachenko. What the fuck does this say? Wow, Gervonta Tank Davis says he is in no rush to face Vasil Lomachenko. This 11 months ago, right?
Now I can pull up the
Why you start him up, man?
I can pull up the interview right now. As long as the money right. As long as the money right.
Is that the same energy? Is that the same energy? He's getting old. He's getting older. I'm not in no rush to fight him. Is that the same energy? Because everybody else a bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else a bitch ass nigga on Instagram. But when it came to Lomachenko,
I hate Gervonta Davis.
No, but I'm just saying these are facts. When everybody else was calling him out,
what that man do to you, Keon?
He didn't have nothing to say. He didn't have nothing to say, but he had a whole bunch to say about everybody else. And then you can't sit here and tell me that, oh, Gervonta Tank Davis' power is it's just so much above everybody else. Okay.
It is. It is.
But is it a fact that when you step up in competition, your knockout level goes down, right? When you step up in competition, you start getting less and less knockouts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Well, if you look at Gervonta Tank Davis, when is he gonna step up in competition? That's all I'm saying. Because he's knocking out these guys that everybody has him favored to knock out. If you go to any sporting book, right? When Gervonta Davis has a fight, he is the favorite to get a knockout against all of these guys that he's fought, right? That's not a lie. That is a fact. He is a plus favorite to knock out any of these guys that he fight, right? And if y'all don't know how betting works, right? Most fights, if you could bet on the knockout, right? And you can win a lot of money, right? Because a lot of fights, they scheduled to go 12 rounds, right? But you got one guy that's the favorite, you got one guy that's not the favorite, right? But if one guy is the favorite by a landslide, right? If he's a favorite by a landslide, then he gonna be a favorite to get a knockout. In all of these fights that we talking about, Gervonta Tank Davis, check the sporting books, right? And he is a favorite to knock out all of these guys that he fights. Just like when we talk about Terrence Crawford, we say, well, Terrence Crawford ain't fighting the top guys. Well, the Las Vegas sports book lets you know because he's a -1,000 favorite against a -800 to 1,000 favorite against all of these fighters that he fights. So that lets you know something, that he's not fighting the best competition, right? Now, Teofimo Lopez, he knocked out Richard Comey, knocked him clean the fuck out, right? And then Gervonta Tank Davis, he knocked out Gamboa, and he knocked out, and he just knocked out Leo Santa Cruz, right? So I compare Leo Santa Cruz. If I'm gonna keep it 100, I'll compare Leo Santa Cruz and Richard Comey on that same level, right? I compare them on that same level because you got to think, Leo Santa Cruz, because Richard Comey is a 135-pound fighter he a 135-pound fighter that has knockout power. Richard Comey knock your ass out. Leo Santa Cruz probably is a better fighter, a better boxer, I'll say, than Richard Comey. You know what I'm saying? He take all his fights to 12 rounds, right? But I'll compare them. So they both, you can't tell me which one has more devastating knockout power, because if you look at it, Teofimo is bigger than Leo Santa Cruz. I mean, Teofimo is a lot bigger than Tank Davis, right? Yep. He's bigger than Tank Davis. Teofimo can go up to 140 right now and knock motherfuckers out.
Yep.
You feel me? So they both have devastating punching power. So you can't just sit up on here, and I see y'all in the comments, well, Tank Davis, his power is devastating. It's devastating. Well, who the fuck is he knocking out? Yeah, I mean, but you got to look at
he's knocking out who they putting in front of him.
Exactly. Right? But you gonna tell me that Teofimo Lopez ain't gonna knock out them same dudes?
Yeah, he's from Brooklyn.
Absolutely.
So of course.
He got fucking power too. He got devastating knockout power too. Especially if he facing the same competition that Tank Davis is facing. You gonna tell me that Leo Santa Cruz wouldn't fucking knock out? You gonna tell me that Teofimo Lopez wouldn't knock out Leo Santa Cruz? Come on, bro. Teofimo Lopez put Leo Santa Cruz to sleep, just like Tank Davis did.
So you saying Tank will lose to right now? You say Tank will lose to the to Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and
hold on. I didn't say nothing about no Devin Haney. I said that he don't have the same energy when Devin Haney's name is brought up that he had with a lot of these other fighters. Now, I'm not saying.
So you said psychologically he think that those guys will beat him, right? Is that a sign of him?
No, not at all. Not at all. This is what I'm saying. Now, when it comes to if you talking about Tank Davis, and let me break it down so y'all will understand better. If you asking me, do I have Tank Davis or Devin Haney, right?
Right.
And I look at that fight, and right off the rip, I got to give Tank Davis the nod over Devin Haney, because just for the simple fact is, Devin Haney ain't even fought the competition that Tank Davis has, right? Tank Davis has played a lot more than Devin Haney. Plus, if you get them in the ring, right? Devin Haney he make a lot of mistakes, right? The only way, I'm just keeping it real from my point of view. If you get Devin Haney and Tank Davis in the ring together, the only way I see Devin Haney beating Tank Davis is if he decides, like, some people want to say run, or some people want to say, use this. If he decides to use his feet from round 1 to 12 and stay on the outside and just pop shot Gervonta Davis, right? And confuse Gervonta Davis to where he can't really get in, right? That's the only reason I see. Other than that, I pick Gervonta Davis over Devin Haney right now, just because Devin Haney still needs more experience, right? He's still getting better, and he don't have the punching power to keep Tank off of him, right? Now, Vasyl Lomachenko. If I talk about Vasyl Lomachenko, right, I say that that's a tough fight. If you ask me before just because of the mentality that Tank Davis carried when when Vasil Lomachenko's name was brought up, I give Vasil Lomachenko the nod because Vasil Lomachenko, he can confuse him. He can tire him out with his footwork, and he can confuse it with the angles he used. Jay Davis have problems with that type of stuff. We've been able to see little bits and pieces of it, but we seen him when he gets in the ring with a motherfucker that can actually move some and box. He got problems with them type of fights, right? But we ain't get to see it because they know how to match him up, right? So right now, I have to get a nod to I got to get a nod to Tank because because Vasil Lomachenko, he showed that he's that if you got punching power, you have the ability to intimidate him, right? That's what he showed me with Teofimo Lopez. He could have beat Teofimo, right? But he let the mental aspect of it get to him, right? Because he was afraid of the punching power. Tank Davis has punching power also. So if you go in there and you fight cautious because this motherfucker can knock you out, you already lost. You see what I'm saying? You already lost. So he showed me a different side of his mentality when he fought Teofimo Lopez. So his mind frame, now I'm looking at his mind frame. I'm like, okay, he can't be intimidated. You feel me? Now, when it comes to Shakur Stevenson gonna box the fuck out of Tank Davis. Box circles around him. Inside, outside, fucking on the side, outside the ring, wherever you want to call it. Shakur Stevenson gonna box circles around him. Straight up.
Yeah.
This the thing about Tank, and I'm gonna let you go. The thing about Tank is with these fighters is the ones that got good boxing skills. You got to understand, there's one thing that don't move is the fucking body, bro. Tank know how to attack the body like no other. You know how to hit your ass in first place. You know how to go side to side on your ass. He know how to break your ass down and get your ass and force you to fight. So even with Shakur, and I like Shakur like a motherfucker, you feel me? And I do think it get Tank the toughest problem. But once Tank start getting to the body and force you to fight, then we're gonna have to see what's going down because Tank is a special fucking talent as well. Y'all gotta see the knockout power with Tank and don't see the boxing skills in that kid. That boy can box, man. Tank ass can box. You feel me?
And I think Tank is quicker than Stevenson.
That's a fact. But he's gonna have to get his way in, and he gonna take some shots coming in. You know what I'm saying? But once Tank get going, bro, once his mindset is made up, it's like fuck it, I'm gonna get going. That kid get the going, bro, and that motherfucker looks spectacular, bro. He looks spectacular now. But keep talking about with the mind frame with Lomachenko and Tank, I can get what you're saying outside the ring. It sound good as fuck because one person look like they the aggressor, and the other one saying, all right, I'm calm, cool, and collective. But once that motherfucking bell go ding ding, they do what the fuck they know how to do. And once the skill sets kick in, they kick in, bro. You know what I'm saying? No fighter is afraid to fight no fight. These motherfuckers been doing this shit their whole life. And once, like I say, with Gervonta Davis, when he on this shit, when he's not playing around, when he in great fucking shape, bro, and he on this shit, he's one of the best fighters in the world. Not just in this division, he's one of the best fighters in the world, bro. And that's why I say we got to see these cats at their best. You know what I'm saying? We can say this fighter go do this form or this fighter go do that. But looking at what I see from Tank, bro, and the power I see, power makes a big difference. And everybody got a game plan until they ass get hit. And once they start feeling Gervonta Davis' power, shit becomes motherfuckers get to thinking. Motherfuckers get to thinking in that ring. So the game plan you had at first, it kind of changes up now. You feel me? Oh, okay, now I got to be a little cautious because of this shot. Now your ass a little hesitant to throw that punch. Your ass hesitant to try to counter now because you know that motherfucker quick enough to counter your ass back. So yeah, it sounds good and nice of what we send them do against other opponents. You know what I'm saying? But once you get in there with that motherfucker, and you see this little short Tank motherfucker know how to fight, and this motherfucker skill set is different, and the power is real, then we're gonna see what they come with. We're gonna see what they come with. I see my brother Batman in the building saying,
let me ask you a question about what Batman said. Because Money, we see his energy is not the same with Gary Russell neither. What's up with that?
With the Gary Russell,
oh my God.
But the Gary Russell fight, we already know Tank was building up to fight Leo Santa Cruz, right? He was building up to fight Leo Santa Cruz. I'm not saying nobody didn't want to see Tank fight Gary or nothing like this, but Gary was not in the mix when it came to Gervonta Davis fighting Leo Santa Cruz. You know what I'm saying? Gary came out there, but it ain't like Tank was afraid of no Gary Russell. Let's keep it real. He ain't afraid of no Gary Russell. That's my brother Bet. You know, I fuck with you. I like Gary as well. But like I say,
Don't try to butter him up. Don't try to butter him up.
I ain't buttering up shit. He knocked out Leo Santa Cruz, right? He knocked out Leo Santa Cruz, right? That was in the same weight division that Gary Russell was in, right? So I don't see Tank being afraid of no Gary Russell when you fought Leo Santa Cruz, who was the more accomplished fighter. Leo was more accomplished than Gary. You feel me? Now, hold on, let me finish. Now, ask me, okay, who do I think will win the fight out of Leo and Gary? I would pick Gary. But ain't no way in hell you gonna sit up and tell me that Tank is afraid to fight Gary.
Who wins? Leo, Tank or Gary?
Fighting him, Tank.
You said Tank beat Gary Russell.
Yeah. I've been saying that. I got statements saying that. So why would I switch up?
How does Tank beat Gary Russell?
Knockout.
Knockout.
I don't think he knock him out. I don't think he knock him out because I think Gary got the skills. Gary got the skills to survive in the ring. But Tank
wins. To fight Gary Russell then?
Tank wins.
What's in it for Tank?
Everybody want to fight Tank. Everybody want to fight. You can only fight one person at a time.
Batman in the field.
Now that Tank is on this level, now that Tank is on the pay-per-view level, now that he knocked out Leo Santa Cruz, now all these fights gotta happen. You can't take no step back. Now they
listen. I think.
Hold up. Can I say something? Hey, Monnie.
Turn your volume up, Batman. Turn your volume up.
It's up.
Okay, hey, Monnie. Out of this bitch tonight. You gotta come here.
Gary Russell was the first person to call out Tank Davis before Leo Santa Cruz and Tank Davis even exist.
Here he go.
Go check the receipts. Go check the receipts.
No, it wasn't bad.
Go check the receipts.
Let me tell you, man. Let me tell you. The Abner Morales fight was put up right
before then. Hold on.
No.
Way before then. Go check the receipts. When Gary was with Gilly the Kid, that was like 2 years ago. He called out. He bitch. He talked bad about when he said Floyd is used as like a Amazon package. Then you heard Leo Santa Cruz start calling Tank Davis out. Go check the receipts. It's all on the internet.
That's what I remember. I remember I was on the bus going to school. I seen Abner Morales say Tank name. I'm like, Abner, you calling out Tank? Where you gonna get your ass knocked the fuck out, right? I seen that shit. But then when I seen the fight happen, because it was set up, I seen that they made the fight happen. But we all know that my man's I got fucked up. Something happened in sparring where Abner I got fucked up, right? So after that, they was looking for an opponent, bro. And I've been seeing Leo Santa Cruz name coming to the mix.
All right, now let me stop you. Let me stop you quick. Oh, go ahead, man.
I seen Leo name coming to the mix before Leo even called Tank out. Before he even said I want to fight. Before he even said I wanted to fight Gervonta Davis. I seen Leo name coming to the mix right after Abner when that shit happening with Abner. Now, if you saying that Gary called him out before Abner, you have to show me that because I don't remember Gary calling him out for Abner.
If you buy your computer, go to Gary Russell and Tank Davis. All this shit gonna pop up. Motherfucking when he started calling him out after what's the boy name? The boy that's the champion name. No, the boy that's the champion at 130, Diaz. He started calling him out right then and there. Go check it. Motherfucker, after the fight before the fight, the dude that subbed in for Abner Morales, remember a reporter go to their post conference. A reporter say, ain't this Gary Russell be a big fight in the DMV? You know what they did?
I'm probably hearing you, man.
Huh?
I'm probably hearing you.
Somebody got a lot of noise in
the background. Yeah,
that ain't me.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Nah, I say.
That's you, Rico. You got a lot of noise in your background.
Remember have him come out and come back in.
Whatever TV is, somebody got a TV on or something.
Somebody got a lot of noise in your background.
Let me know.
That's Rico. Okay, we good. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, remember when Tank fought the first fight in Baltimore? When he was supposed to fight Adam Morris in Baltimore, but they substituted with the 122 dude.
Right.
Gary Russell called him out way before that. Then at the press conference, a DMV reporter asked him, "Wouldn't you and Gary Russell be a big fight in the DMV?" You know what he said? No. Then Mayweather grabbed the mic away from him.
But see, that's what I'm saying to you though, Bet. You saying the fight in Baltimore, right?
Fred Barbershop Conversations interview came out way before that fight.
But yeah, I remember you saying the fight in Baltimore. That's when you had that fight at Baltimore, right?
All right,
no, that's what I'm saying.
You remember the epic rant Gary Russell went on about Mayweather and Tank?
Yeah, no doubt. I remember.
Came out way before that fight.
Yes, I remember when you talking about here strike a star, I strike a star. Yeah, I remember that.
That came out way before the Leo Santa Cruz and Tank fight was even set up, or the Abner Morris fight was even set up.
No. See, the Abner was before that, bro. That's what I'm telling you. No. Abner was before that, and that's why I told you.
Check the Gilly. I checked the Gilly the Kid joint. The Gilly the Kid joint was way before the Abner Morris shit.
I don't think so. I'm going to see. That's why I say you want me to go back. You say the Gilly the Kid.
Listen, once you pull up Gary Russell and Tank name together, all the shit gonna pop up.
Look, I think that what all you guys have valid points about Tank Davis, but Tank today and Tank in the past are two completely different fighters. I only support 3 boxers where I say, look, I'm gonna take my money and I'm gonna support their career and buy their fight, any fight that they have. One is Wilder, just because what he represents for the culture. 2 is Spence, because that's my favorite active fighter, and 3 is Tank, because Tank came out of nowhere and came out of a bad situation in his own past and childhood. So for me, I'm gonna support Tank because he made something out of himself. Because we all saw The Wire, like that's where the fuck he came from.
Right.
That's and they showing y'all his background. Fuck where he came from. What has he done? Who has he fought?
I hear that. But Batman, before you came on here, I'm not debating anything you saying. I'm talking just my perspective on Tank, because that initially what was the question, and Monnie and everything, boxing, Keon, they went back and forth for a minute. I'm just saying my perspective on Tank. Tank was extraordinary talent early, but he was undisciplined. From the beginning of Tank's career, Mayweather asked Tank to move to Vegas long time ago, and he wanted to stay in Baltimore. And him and Mayweather had a vision for him. Tank still wanted to stay in Baltimore, and he was fucking around, not getting fat as fuck in between fights and losing belts on scales and stuff. No discipline. And I think Mayweather, based on Mayweather just being Mayweather, what he did for himself in his own career, and know what it took, I think for a little while he kind of lost interest in Tank. He couldn't kind of respect how he was grinding and moving. But on the flip side, Mayweather had came out with Mayweather Promotions and signed all these fighters like J. Leon Love and all these other guys, and none of them turned out to do anything. They all was losing their fights. So the only person he really had a chance of doing something with was Tank. So he just groomed Tank. He gave Tank the best matchups that was suitable for Tank. I'll keep it 100% because I support Tank. But Tank couldn't beat no fucking Lomachenko back then. No, listen, ain't nobody who could blow up like that and they stomach look pregnant. I'm talking about that version of Tank. Ain't nobody going look pregnant like in between fights with their stomach and lose the belts on the scale and was going to go fight Lomachenko at 130. That motherfucker Lomachenko arguably is one of the best 130-pound fighters in the history of the entire sport. We're not talking about 135. We're talking about 130.
You sound like Bob Aaron.
Listen, bro. When Tank know you got to fight Lomachenko, Tank will be on. Y'all keep talking about
now.
It ain't about that.
Now.
Listen,
now.
No. I'm talking about back then.
And when is he going to get in the ring with somebody you can say it was a 50-50 fight?
Listen, back when you talking about him fighting Lomachenko back then, Tank would have been on this shit, bro. He would have been on it. They know not to go in the ring and play with that man, dog.
You are who you are, bro.
You can say what you want to know. You're not who you are.
That's what Tank was, bro.
No, listen, you can say you are who you are, but you can't sit up here and say Tank was undisciplined in the beginning of his career because he wasn't. He got the fucking around when he started getting that paper. Just like all these fighters.
Still early in his career.
Yo, Tank would have beat Lomachenko. It was all mental with Tank. Physically and skill-wise, he would have beat the shit out of Lomachenko. But it was mental.
Experience to beat Lomachenko back
when
then.
You young, bro. When you young and you in the game, bro. When you young and you in the game and you start getting millions of dollars, bro. And you ain't never had shit. Of course you go fuck off a little bit, bro. You a ghetto ass kid coming from the motherfucking ghettos, bro. You get millions of dollars and you young. You thinking in your head like, okay, I can get this weight off. You all think like that. Of course you go fuck off a little bit. But when it comes to the big fights, y'all can't sit up here and just, oh, you know what? He couldn't do this. He couldn't. That's what y'all thinking. Until you get your ass in that motherfucker and you take that shit serious because you know what you're up against, dog. So like I said, like Tank said, make sure the money right, and we would have got in the ring with him. But at the same time, like I said, when you got a team that's working for you, bro, and your team is guiding you in the right direction and it's working, you're not going to go against your team. I don't care what none of y'all say. You're not going against your team, bro.
Money, I hear that. We're not saying
they got a plan for you.
We're not saying that he going against his team. But what I'm gonna say is this: like you saying, like, okay, well, we waited, Tank waited till he got money, he fucked his money, he was fucking off and not being focused. Well, I mean, this is the first training camp that we see him, this last fight, where we see him in Vegas training long term and taking it serious. I mean, the reality of it is this: if we go back to the Gamboa fight, they fought at 135. And you know why they fought at 135? Because they wanted to see how Tank was going to perform at 135 because he wasn't being disciplined enough to keep making 130. And when he went to 135, yeah, he did go and stop Gamboa, but it wasn't as exciting. It was, and Gamboa had a torn Achilles tendon for like 70% of the fight.
And he dropped his ass multiple times.
No, he did, but let's be.
I would agree.
Also, let's be honest.
I would agree. I thought he would have knocked him out early in the fight. I would have. But the thing was, he knocked him the fuck out. And let me ask you this: yes, it ain't like he struggled in the fight. Because it ain't like he was on the verge of losing the fight. If he would have went 12 rounds, he was on the verge of losing.
But I'm gonna tell you, I'm glad you brought that up. You know why? Because let's go look back at that same exact fight when he fought Gamboa. Like, he made 100. That was 135 pounds. That's the heaviest he ever fought out, and he fucking gassed in the middle of the fight. And that's why Gamboa lasted that long with a fucked up Achilles. Now you telling me that a person who's gassing like that, a championship fight, because he wasn't training the right way initially from all the fights before that and having to lose weight. You telling me a guy with that shit ain't gonna show up against Lomachenko at 130?
But we talking about Gamboa and Loma.
To show up at 130 with Loma. Gamboa would beat his ass.
Gamboa and Loma, bro. Don't you know? Just like we thinking, Tank thinking the same. I'm going to her. I'm gonna knock this motherfucker clean the fuck out, bro. I'm knocking his ass out. So I will admit, I feel like he didn't take Gamboa that serious. You in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Your baby mama live out here. This motherfucker got. Wait a minute, let me finish. You got all these superstars out here in motherfucking Black Hollywood. You understand me? Rappers out here. You young, man, of course you, like I say, I'm not making no excuses for him, but you're going to get distracted, dog. You're going to get distracted. You're around motherfucking ass all day. Nigga, hold on. I ain't caring what your ass talking about, Keon. We already know how Atlanta get down. We already know how Atlanta get down, bro. We already know that shit.
Come on, right now, Vegas, bro.
Right now, what Gervonta Davis did right now, got his ass in the ring. I mean, back in the gym, working his ass off. You feel me? He back on his shit, and it's gonna get ugly for anybody who get in the ring with him. It's gonna get ugly for anybody who get in the ring with him.
Yeah, but he need compound interest in that though. See, one second. I'm gonna make a quick point, right? But he need compound interest in that. Like, you can't sell me on Tank being elite or saying he gonna do this or that.
I'm not trying
until I see Tank consistently going from one fight to the gym.
One thing I'm gonna try to do
because this is a brand new thing. So this is a brand new thing.
It's not a brand new thing, bro.
And these are the things that they are.
Let me say no, it's not, because he was on this shit against motherfucker his first championship fight. No, this just because
stop talking about shit 3 years. No, 4 years. I
don't want to hear that.
4 years ago.
Shut your ass up. Shut your ass up. If you want to act like this is a brand new thing, like, oh my God, Tank just been this undisciplined fighter. Oh Lord, he never been on his A game. Where did he come from? So where the fuck did all the hype come from with Gervonta Davis knocking every motherfucker out with his
entertainment business, bro? He does. So
now, like I'm saying. Now that he's back on this shit, because this ain't no new shit. It's new shit to y'all because y'all want to say it's new shit. But now that he's back on this shit, bro, right? Now that he's back on this shit, like I'm saying, whomever get into the ring with him, it's going to be problems.
How is he back?
All right, now listen, can I say something? Can I say one thing?
Y'all trying to jump my boy. Y'all trying to jump my boy.
No, because I'm saying, how is he back on this shit?
I just want to say one or two things. All right, since he like fighting little niggas, why can't he fight my little brother? And y'all keep saying he fought Leo because Leo was more which kind. He was about to fight Abner Mares coming off a loss.
I want the Gary fight. I want the Gary fight, man.
No,
I want to fight Gary.
No, I'm just talking about these.
I want him to fight Gary. But you said it yourself.
When Gary Russell gets talking that shit to him, his energy changed.
Listen, Tank ain't afraid of no Gary Russell.
Can I? What?
Tank ain't afraid of no Gary Russell. We know what it is.
Man, listen, Money. I know the little kid when he was a kid, when he was nobody.
He's a grown man now, man. He's a grown man now.
Damn, I can't. Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Hey, let me say something while y'all stopping right now, because I gotta dip out, but we gonna continue the show. I'm gonna actually watch y'all cook. I gotta go pick up this PlayStation 5. So I'm gonna keep this game. Hey, but I gotta go pick up this little game system. So we gonna keep the show going. I'm gonna let y'all.
Yeah, we want to work.
But so
Merry
y'all,
Christmas.
Money gonna hold it down. Money gonna hold it down. But I want y'all to cook on this because I'm gonna be watching y'all while I'm in the car. I'm gonna be watching the show still. So what I want y'all to, after we get done with this, I want y'all to talk about. I'm hearing reports that Terrence Crawford is saying if he can't get an Errol Spence fight next, that he gonna face Sean Porter. So I want y'all to cook on that, and if that shit is real or not, if Bob Arum actually gonna let him fight Sean Porter. We know what we talked about earlier on the phone, me and you, Money, about how Bob Arum turned down the meeting and all that. So I want y'all to cook on that afterwards because I'm gonna be watching. So I gotta dip out, but yeah, y'all go ahead and continue.
All right, go ahead, man. You set my ass up.
All right, let me say this.
You
keep on saying he ain't scared of Gary Russell Jr. He don't pull the same energy to none of these other fighters when Gary Russell Jr. name come up in his interview or when Gary Russell Jr. talk shit to him. If it was another fighter, he would have went on Twitter, he would have went on IG and went on and went and said some crazy shit. He never say nothing crazy because he know what's up. I know bitch niggas when I see him. Cause he boxed, that don't mean he's not a bitch ass nigga. No, I'm just saying. I know bitch niggas when I see him. Cause the way Gary Russell talk, if he ever talk to me like that, it's gonna be problems.
So it is TC a bitch ass nigga?
You say what?
Is TC a bitch ass nigga?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. He one of the softest niggas I ever seen in my life. Cause you want to know why I say that? And why I say that? You can see he not trying to fight nobody but Errol Spence, but the money fight. He's not trying. Earl running through the gauntlet. Oh, let me take this other half from Earl then. I'm going to take this other half and beat the shit out of these niggas for everybody can shut the fuck up. It ain't nothing but me and Earl right there. But a bitch nigga is going to be like, fuck it, I'm gonna avoid everything to get to where I need to go at. But if a real nigga walk down the path, he's gonna go down the path and get this shit out his way. If he feel as though motherfucking this is what I want to do, I'm gonna get these niggas the fuck out my way so I can get to my destination. Bitch niggas look for shortcuts.
I agree.
Now I'm gonna say this to my brother back, and that's my brother. I fuck with him the hard way, and I rock with Gary, like Gary. Gary is a trill one. Gary is go talk that shit. He stand on the square, and Gary for his people, and I like that. Now, what do you want to look at the character, Javante? Say this and that. That's your feelings, bro. Inside that square circle, with them motherfucking gloves on, with that skill set he got, the little dude is a bad motherfucker in that ring. I know what you're saying about, yeah, back then I watched the little dude. He ain't no little dude no more. You know what I mean? He's still going to be young to you, bet. Don't get me wrong. Of course, he's going to be a young nigga, right? But the man is a grown man now, bro. He's a grown man now. You got to understand that shit. You feel me? So I don't think Tank is afraid to fight nobody, bro. Tank is under his team. And once you're on the team and you know he got the big backing behind him like that, they go move you in a certain direction. Yes, fighters can have the power to say, I want to fight this fighter, fight that, and fight this fighter. But like I say, if you working for your team, bro, and your team doing a good job for you, you want to keep following the ways of your team, especially when you got Mayweather right there. You want to keep following the ways of your team. And we know, like you say, how Gary feel about Mayweather. And we can probably see Mayweather in the background saying, I ain't putting no money in Gary Russell pockets. You see what I'm saying? That is some bitch ass shit. I won't deny that shit. But that's probably how I feel like, no, I ain't putting no money in Gary Russell pockets. You know what I'm saying? He talked all that shit about me. He said this, he said that, all that shit, which is some bitch ass shit. I want to see fucking Tank and Gary fight. I want to see the fight. It's a hell of a fight. Like you say, for the DMV, that shit'll be fire. But they looking at other shit. And I can't knock them people for moving how they moving on their chessboard. That's what I said about Gary. Move how you want to move on your chessboard and not chase these niggas because you are a champion yourself with a skill set. You feel me? But when I look at Tank, I'm not gonna say Tank afraid to fight no fighter, bro. I'm not gonna say no fighter afraid to fight no fighter.
That's why boxing is losing now, because these bitch niggas are in power. When bitch niggas in power, shit falls. That's why boxing, that's why when a UFC and a boxing match is on at the same time, boxing stands still for UFC. Because the best is not fighting the best. All these bitch niggas, that's all they do. Like he doing with Devin. Oh man, you ain't got as much money as me. I don't give a fuck about how much money he needs. Who got the better skill set? Y'all count y'all money. You telling people in the public about your money. We don't give a fuck.
And like I always say,
when it comes to Gary Russell Jr., you know what he said on Brian Custer? Gary is too small. You've been fighting two small niggas your whole career. Now this certain fighter is too small.
And this is what I say, bro. We not in the era of the golden era no more. You feel me, Drake?
We in bitch nigga era.
We in the era of fucking business now.
No,
these motherfuckers is doing business.
Money.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Niggas run the world now. Niggas run the world.
We in the era of business now.
Niggas and real niggas are overran. Don't do that.
No. Don't say don't do that, because I'm telling you what the boxing game has turned into. Whether you disagree or you agree or not, man, the boxing game has turned into a business.
The money is going to come. The money is going to come.
It's a business, though. It's a business.
Looking at the biggest fights that's out there. So now they're looking at Ryan Garcia. You know their eyes are set on Ryan Garcia now. They tell you what the moves they making. The eyes are set on Ryan Garcia. You feel me? So that's what they looking at right now. Ryan Garcia, because they feel like it's bigger business. Bob Arum said the shit when he don't even want to let Tito fight Devin Haney for undisputed. Javante Davis, Ryan Garcia make bigger business sense to them. That's what these promoters looking at. They looking at the money now. I know.
If Ryan ain't fighting them next, then who he gonna fight? He gonna wait for Ryan?
I don't know what's gonna happen. Ryan gotta get, and I'll say this. Ryan got to get past motherfucking Luke Campbell, because that ain't promised. So my thing is this. From a fan perspective, yes, I'm coming with you. From a fan perspective, yes, we want to see the best versus the best. But as the fighters, they looking at the business side of this shit, bro. They're looking at the business side.
The money is going to come. See, that's why them fucking pay-per-view numbers don't do as good as they supposed to do. Because a motherfucker is a name against a name. It's never the only reason Mayweather was to be able to do that because he had niggas that hate him and he had motherfuckers that loved him. Both of them was going to watch, and he was in it.
You cut out, Bet.
Yo.
Bet you cut out.
Man, my fault. The joint went out. But I'm just saying. The fuck I was just saying.
You said you said Mayweather, the reason why he did that because he was talking about Mayweather.
He was entertaining inside the ring and outside the ring. A rack of white people hated him and wanted to see him lose. That's why he did all them fucking numbers. Come on, man.
But
half of the fucking fights, they was masterful, but they was boring as shit.
Fact,
the fucking Pacquiao fight was the boringest fight I ever seen in my life.
But back, you got to give Mayweather some credit for that business sense that he had too.
Oh, most definitely.
You know what I mean?
But
the business moves that he had. He couldn't rely on, okay, white people hate me and this right here. He had to have business sense and that fortitude and that not just for that right now, but that tomorrow and next year and 10 years from now sense. And then the business.
I respect Floyd Mayweather because he was the best in the beginning. And he did, when he became the money man, he picked and chose. I don't care about that. That was like, that's when he was 36, 35. He get to do that. I understand that.
He earned that right? That's what you're saying.
He earned that right.
Okay.
Tank Davis haven't earned the right to do what he's doing.
Yeah, well, he done that, but look who he's under though. When we say he picked and chose, look who he's under, and look what they doing for him.
Since Floyd ain't been fighting, Floyd is a bitch ass nigga. His whole character is bitch made.
and look, I say Floyd ain't the type of cat that I can't go. But look at this though, Bat. Look at what they doing for Gervonta Davis though. This is what I'm talking about. Listen to me. They turned this kid into a fucking star, whether we like it or not. Tank is one of the hottest names. Tank is one of the hottest names in boxing. Let me tell you, let me tell you. He's one of the hottest names in boxing. They turned him into put him on pay-per-view. His numbers did good in the pandemic. This is they playing, bro. You feel me?
I know what they did.
Get Tank to this status.
What they did.
Yeah,
tell you what they
get
did.
him to this status.
If the so-called, I ain't even gonna call so-called, if the best fighter of our decade saying this kid is the guy, this and that, everybody's gonna listen to it. Everybody's gonna think that way. He's putting them in there that look so good against bums. So he made y'all, he tricked y'all. He tricked y'all.
Nope, not tricking. Don't say trick because it's not a trick.
Y'all.
Nope, it's not a trick.
They won't put him in there. They won't put him in there with a motherfucker that you can say, oh no, damn, Tank ain't got the ups in this joint. This like a 60-40 fight.
Did Gary Russell trick us when they put him in there with Loma?
No, y'all didn't even know who Loma was.
No,
Loma
I know
made
who
his
Loma
name
was.
He know who Loma is now, though, don't he?
But
he want to see Loma again.
Gary
Russell Jr. was dehydrated. Go back and look into the joints. He was 5 pounds over when he got on the
You saying exactly what you accuse Money of doing. You got every excuse when it comes to Gary.
I don't have no excuse.
Gary wasn't prepared for Loma.
We took the laws. But we still want to run it back.
But you saying you didn't know who Loma was.
But he didn't have that same energy for Loma like he had for these young boys though.
He do. I didn't see Gary. I didn't see Gary. He tried to get the rematch. Your man Bob Arm is keeping Loma.
But
Slim, go.
Keep it real though.
When you bring Gary Russell's name up to Bob Arm,
we haven't seen him call out Loma like he called out Tank. We haven't seen him disrespect Loma like he disrespect Tank and all these other dudes, bro. We haven't. I just gotta keep it real with you. I haven't seen Gary call out Loma and push for that fight back. Like he said, Slim, come on now. We know how he got at these other young boys. He haven't been talking about Loma like that, bro.
He gotta get his lick back. Before he get my respect, he gotta get his lick back from Loma.
Cause he gotta make himself relevant for them bitch niggas over there to give him the fight.
That's true.
Man. Y'all don't see it. He got to make himself relevant, and the only way he can make himself relevant is running through the niggas that ain't even make it up there to the Loma level yet. These niggas that y'all think is so-called the best.
I can't say that, bro. I can't say that. I look at Tank.
What?
When I see Tank,
so let Gary Russell go to Bob Ehrman and ask for a Loma fight. He probably get it now because Loma lost. But when Loma was on top of his hill, they was acting like Gary Russell ain't even fucking exist no more.
Because they feel like Gary ain't bringing enough business to the table.
Yeah, I ain't see that energy with Loma.
Business to the table. And that's how they looking at it. Oh, well, we fight Gary. And this they can be looking at.
Go look at all his interviews. That's all you gotta do is look at his interviews.
They can say high risk, low reward with Gary. You feel me? Well, they feel like, oh man, yes, and we know Gary is a threat.
That's a bitch ass.
We know Gary a threat.
That's a bitch ass nigga saying. Because if you go
but
back and look at Gary Russell,
that's business though.
That's why I told you it's business now. It ain't the glory of boxing.
Listen, go look at his viewership. See, they tell y'all what they want to tell y'all. Go look at his viewership. He got 2 million views on Showtime. So how the fuck is nobody watching him?
I'm telling you what they saying, not what we saying.
I'm just saying. Go look at the
what
numbers.
They saying. I'm telling you why they talking about they don't want Gary in the ring, bro. You know
if they ran it back, what would Gary Russell bring to the table as far as that bag for them to recoup off Gary?
What you mean? What he gonna bring? He gonna beat his ass, and then the rematch gonna happen. Like, listen, Gary Russell dropped that man dehydrated, man. Go look at the fight. If you go look at that fight and look at any other Gary Russell fight, he don't look the same. He don't look the same.
So you saying he didn't prepare for the #1 pound for pound man in boxing at that time, right? So you saying Gary Russell?
Your man just lost. Your man had just lost. He just came off of loss.
I don't like Loma. But I'm just saying, you telling us that Gary, you saying to us that Gary Russell,
he probably looked past
wasn't prepared.
No, Gary Russell did the dumbest thing in the world, look past another man. That's what he did.
So he looked past arguably the #1 pound for pound man in boxing at the time.
He wasn't the #1 pound for pound at the time.
Yeah, he's saying he wasn't where he was at. Drake. He's trying to say he wasn't where he was at right now.
He was a champion after the 3rd fight, right?
No, he wasn't. He got the champion.
Loma?
He was. He got beat by Leo. What's his name? Salito.
Salito.
That's his second fight. That was his second fight. The first fight he won. He lost the second one, and then he was a champion in his third fight.
Gary Russell Jr. was his 3rd fight. They fought for a vacant title.
Was it? Oh, that's right. So the 3rd fight, he was champion, right?
Huh?
Oh, no, I see what you're saying. Okay, I stand corrected. Yeah, I stand corrected. He wasn't Loma yet. Okay, my fault. My bad, baby. My bad. I thought Gary was his 4th fight. I'm sorry. I thought he won the championship in his 3rd fight against somebody else, but I forgot they fought for the vacant. You're right. Absolutely. I stand corrected.
My thing is Gary making his own lane, right? Like Gary, and I feel what you're saying, but to me, I say Gary always been on that level, right? And I say though, why chase these Negroes? You know what's going down. So when you only fight once a year in boxing, bro, when you only fight once a year,
all right. That's now, for the last 2 years, he been trying to fight 2 times a year, but somebody is cock blocking.
Oh, we already know. We already know that. That's a bit like I'm with you on that. We talk about that bitch ass shit 120%. You don't never block a man career in his fight game. But when we looking at the game right now, bro, and you see these young stars up and coming, they mix and matching these young boys trying to mix and match them with each other, bro. They trying to mix and match them with each other.
Would Gary Russell be a good name on the person's resume? Because when Loma was doing his thing, he was the biggest name on Loma's resume.
No, Bet, you said it, Bet. Lomachenko made his name off of Gary Russell, bro.
No,
yeah, absolutely.
But listen, but at 135, when he was beating all them dudes, Gary Russell was still the biggest name and still the hardest fight on his resume.
I agree.
I can agree. But what point you trying to make right there?
No, I'm just saying, people saying, I'm asking you, wouldn't Gary Russell be a good name on one of these young guys' resumes?
All of their resumes.
Bet Gary is the longest reigning champion, bro. I fuck with Gary Russell the long way. Me and my little sister, we celebrate. We went for Gary and that motherfucker. They kept talking about the triple jab in the fight. We seen it. He would be a great name on their resume, right? But business sense, bro. That's what I'm telling you. I understand what you're saying. Right now, these motherfuckers looking at the dollars. They're looking at these young stars. Listen to me. When you got a fighter that can spoil that shit, and you know the motherfucker that's headlining, that's the number one guy that's pushing him, don't even like your little brother, you already know how that shit gonna go. So they gonna look at Ryan Garcia, they gonna look at Teofimo, and they gonna look at Devin Haney. They gonna look at all the young stars that's in the mix with Javante Davis, and they gonna try to mix and match that shit their way unless something else happens, bro. That's how this shit going. We can see it. I'm not saying the shit is right, but we not in the glory years no more, bro. We not in those days. We in the motherfucking business days where I tell people the hype of boxing is gone. It's gone. It's all about the biggest bag, bro. But they don't take away, I'm saying it don't take away from the fighters, but they just go listen to their fucking promoters. That's what's going on.
Cool. When Gary Russell was headlining any of his fights, go look at his numbers. His numbers is up. They try to say they not, but his numbers is up. So, I mean, they are painting a false narrative. They are painting a false narrative.
So let me ask you this, Bet. With Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez, do you think Gary Russell is a harder fighter right now than Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez?
No, because he don't do enough promoting.
Right.
They promote themselves. I mean, they promote themselves, but when Gary Russell do fight, people watch.
Yeah,
I feel you. But that's why I say that's why they looking at, like they already said, they looking at Ryan Garcia next. So I'm with you, bro. I want to see Gary get them fights. I think Gary deserves those fights, like a motherfucker. But we gonna move on to the next topic. We can talk about this all day, bro. We can talk about this all day.
Yeah,
you know it's all love, man. You know you my brother, nigga, and you know that's a fact. I'm riding for you 120%.
Shout out, Bap. I haven't met you, personally. We ain't never conversed, man. But hey, it's good talking to you tonight, though, bro.
Man, good.
Salute.
Yeah, you too, Dirk, babe.
Yeah. But let's move on to Terrence Crawford, man. And his ass, saying if he ain't getting Earl Spence next, you know what I'm saying, he want Sean Porter next. He tells Sean Porter to activate his mandatory, and he wants that business. You know what I'm saying? So what's your thoughts on that, Drew?
Sean Porter need to go ahead and activate his mandatory. He can go ahead and get the business.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I said it on our show, man. I think if TC want to fight Spence, he got to do what's necessary. Spence putting in that work. Spence he running circles around TC business wise. If he wants Spence, he got to put that pressure on him. Knock out Porter, knock out whoever in front of him, Danny Garcia. Put that pressure on Spence and make Spence come out and fight him if he want that fight. But he got to put in that work, bro. He just can't sit around and just wait and Spence doing all the work and then I'm gonna come up and you got to earn that, bro. Can't just do that. That shit at 140, that's there. This is 147. What have you done lately? You know what I mean? So that's all I feel about that.
Man, he been fighting all bums. That's what he been doing. He should have been bought out his contract with Bob Earn. Bob, he great to get that what you call that shit? That guaranteed money. Why he ain't the only one? Why he ain't the only superstar that ain't betting on himself? So if you ain't gonna bet on yourself, that means you don't believe in yourself.
Yeah.
I fight who they put in front of me. What the fuck? You Slim, they cheated Pacquiao out his belt and put a bum ass nigga in Jeff Horn in front of him.
Facts.
Bam. Then they go get a motherfucking washed up Benavidez that not been fighting for 2 years that got shot in his leg. Bam, you knock him out. And you sucked about that. Then they go get a washed up, no chin having ass Amir Khan. And that shit, that fight, man, that nigga quit off the break. Then you got Sean Porter coming at you. You got Keith Thurman coming at you. But matter of fact, let me go back. Before you had the mid-con fight, you tried to lowball Danny Garcia.
Yeah.
Facts.
Damn. You tried to lowball Danny. Danny was like, motherfucker, I get more than that. Not even fighting for championships.
Was it 2 million, 3 million, or something like that?
3 million.
3 million. But you go and give a motherfucker that Danny knocked out $5 million.
Yeah. With 2 on the back end, man. Run away with 7.
Yeah, with 250 on the back end. To make it 7. I mean, yeah, two something on the back end to make it 7. Wow. Then you rather fight a motherfucker who haven't been at 147 in 3 years than to go fight an active champion. Or Keith just came off a loss, a good grueling fight, but you don't want to go get one of these niggas that's your age and that's still sturdy. You go pick washed up ass Kell Brook. And Kell Brook was outboxing the shit out you till he got hit with that till you hit him with that punch and it was over with. But now, can you do that to a motherfucker that's another dog? And you never fought another dog in your whole career. You never fought an A+ fighter your whole career. But you and your bitch ass, my fault. I apologize, Bo-Mac. I was about to call you out your name. I don't even know. You and Bo-Mac is sitting here telling us that these guys is some shit. He's some shit. He's some shit. But you scared to fight him.
Yep. What did Bo-Mac say lately in the news? What did he just say? Something.
We ain't get ready for no fucking Keith Thurman. He ain't got no belt. But you fought Kell Brook.
Yeah. The latest news he said, Drake, was he said now if he want 50-50 for Pacquiao and Spence, or it's no fight.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Spence ain't even getting 50-50 against Manny Pacquiao. So what makes you
right? It's 60-40 Pacquiao.
Exactly, bro. But my take on it, right, with Bud and Porter, take the fight. You know what I'm saying? You're saying activate the shit. Porter got to activate it, and I think Porter will, because Porter been very adamant about that fight. Kenny Porter has been very adamant about that fight. So I know they're going to a fight. Yeah, so I think it's going to happen, bro. That's the fight that he needs. That's the fight that he needs.
When Sean got to talking that friendship, Kenny, well, fuck, man, you're not friends with that nigga.
Exactly, man. And that's why I kept telling people, right? I told motherfuckers, I said, listen, whatever Kenny Porter say goes, partner. And when Kenny Porter came on, man, I forgot what channel we was on. We was talking to Kenny ass, man. And he said, we going after Terrence Crawford. We going after him. Just before
he said that right after they lost to Spence.
Yeah, after Sean got to send all that friendship shit. When I say Kenny Porter say going after them, I say they finna fight Terrence Crawford. I don't give a fuck what Sean Porter talking about friendship and all that shit.
No, listen.
No,
he said that when he had the belt before he fought Earl. He was like, nah, we friends, and I don't think we'll fight this and that. But after they lost, Kenny immediately say we want Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
He wanted that belt that year. But this is the thing though, man. It's a hell of a fight. I was just arguing with a nigga today talking about, Bud gonna knock him out. Bud ain't knocking out no Sean Porter. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That I told him, nigga, you can put the money up. We can bet whatever you want to bet. He ain't knocking out no Sean Porter.
He knock him out. He built.
That's a statement.
He built stock.
That's a statement. I told him I would be surprised if he knock out Sean Porter. You hear me, Drake? If he knocks Sean Porter out, bro, that shit gonna surprise me. I'll be amazed like a motherfucker, right?
I'll be surprised.
But I see him beat Sean Porter.
I don't want to really see him fight Sean Porter. I want to see him fight Keith Thurman.
You know what I think gonna happen, Batman and Money. I think TC gonna sign with PBC, and that first fight on PBC is gonna be with Keith Thurman.
But that's who this is who I want to see him fight. Cause Sean don't have the punching power. He shows that he can't really punch at that weight class. He's not been a puncher. He's just a grueling, he'll beat you down fighter.
Right.
But if Keith clip him like these other fighters done clipped him, he might be done.
I like Keith.
Yeah, he ain't met a Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman done met a TC, but he hasn't. TC ain't met a Keith Thurman yet.
I said this, Drake, and I really mean this shit. Well, Keith Thurman, he's dangerous for any of them fighters at 147 in the first 6 rounds.
Yes,
for the
he
first
is.
6 rounds, I say he's dangerous because sometimes he gas out in the second half and he his ass resort to boxing. But the first 6 rounds, Keith Thurman
first
is
5 or
dangerous
6,
for any of them boys.
Yes.
Yeah, he's dangerous for any of them boys, bro. And I got a video coming because I say Keith Thurman is still relevant for boxing at the 147 pound division. He never lost to nobody.
With either hand.
Yeah, he never lost to nobody, bro. He never lost to nobody with Pacquiao.
Y'all know who he nervous of?
Who?
He nervous of that boy Ugas. Yeah, I bet you he won't give Ugas a chance.
He ain't never say Ugas' name. Remember when Ugas said the shit?
He nervous of Ugas.
Is he? I know he was scared of Spence.
No,
that was obvious.
But I see Bud beat Ugas. I ain't gonna lie to you. I see Bud beat Ugas. Right? I like Ugas. I like his style of fight. He do got a skill set. You feel me? I see Bud beat Sean Porter. This is my feel. I think Bud beat everybody at 147 but Spence. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm just saying me. I think Bud beat everybody at 147 but Spence. But I do give him a shot against Spence because I know Bud's style. That's why I tell people, in my opinion, bro, how I feel. Because Terrence Crawford punch with any motherfucker, bro. And I feel like if you catch on the chin, you can go down. Now, yes, some of them motherfuckers will give him a tough fight. I do feel like Ugas can give him a tough fight. I feel like Porter gonna give him a tough fight. You feel me? I think Bud beat them both on the cards. I think he beat them both on the cards. You feel me? Bud a bad motherfucker at the end of the day. I'm not taking shit away from him, bro. Dude is a bad motherfucker. And he can punch. Yeah. You feel me? But they just come to the business side of things. It's just only with the business side of things that where I question Bud at. That's it.
Yeah,
only on the
Bud
business
bad. He's got bad business, man.
That's
not
it.
Even the business side. It's when it's competition. When it's competition, they get to talking about these niggas some shit. He don't deserve no fight with me. That's bitch nigga talk. That's bitch nigga talk. I'ma just keep it real.
Yeah.
When a nigga tell another boxer that he don't deserve a fight with me, that's bitch nigga talk. Because if motherfucker saying my name and he's relevant in the sport, I gotta take the challenge.
Yeah, I want to see him fight that fight. I feel like the Sean Porter fight. And Bud said if he activate that motherfucking that mandatory,
he gotta fight him. It ain't no.
Yeah, I know he's the mandatory. I know he's the mandatory, but he gotta activate.
Talking about if he activate the man, you gotta fight him when he activated. So we don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear that tough guy shit. Where the energy was that when he wasn't the mandatory?
Yeah, I'm ready to see that Porter fight. I feel like that Porter fight, that shit it's gonna sell a lot, bro. It's gonna sell a lot.
Yeah, y'all want to see the Porter fight because Porter gave Spence a good fight.
No, listen to me. I want to see the Porter fight because Porter is the top welterweight. To me, Spence beat Porter 8-4. He made it tough and rough. Don't get me wrong, he gave him a good fight. But I want to see the Porter fight because I still feel like Porter is a tough fight for Terrence Crawford. I feel like he's gonna push him.
He's gonna fight for everybody. He been in every fight.
That's why I like that fight.
He's gonna be tough.
You can flip the coin.
I want to see
he gonna pressure Porter every second of that round, man. And he a big guy. And I think Porter, that'd be a good test for TC.
TC, hell yeah, bro.
You want to know why? Listen, you want to know why Ugas and I think Keith Thurman, because they have length just like he got length. He cannot get away with certain shit that he do that I think that he wouldn't get away with Earl Spence and dudes that got length.
Right.
He really gonna have to fight.
Yeah, no doubt. I like it though. I like Ugas. Ugas is a come for a fight. I like Ugas style, bro. I do. But I think like this, bro.
Bud's gonna beat him.
Ugas already outboxing nigga. So
that's and also I say with the IQ. I don't think Thurman or Ugas can outthink Bud in the ring. I feel like they do got
Who already did? Not at a professional level, but at the high at the highest state at the amateur level, he already outboxed him.
But Bud is so much better than that, though, now, bro.
So
much
now,
better than that.
what about Ugas? Ugas ain't get better.
Of course. I'm not saying he ain't. I'm not saying he ain't better, but Bud is so much better than that shit. Bud is way like I feel like Bud as
but I think Ugas' left is going to bother him.
Well, you could say that about Benavidez.
Yeah.
Benavidez had one leg. He did bobble.
Benavidez was giving him problems. He gassed
out.
We watched that fight. He was giving Bud problems. He was touching Bud. But I just look at Ugas, bro. Yeah, I like Ugas' style, bro. But I don't see Ugas making no adjustments. You feel me? When he fight, he don't make adjustments. I see him fighting the same way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he can't, but Bud has got to make them adjustments, bro. And like I say, I see Ugas as
Bud don't make no adjustments. He just turned.
Yes, he do, bro.
Southpaw.
Yeah. He made that adjustment last fight with KB. He adjusted, bro, because KB was tagging him, and Bud knew he had to do something different.
No, he was tagging him. He was tagging him when he went southpaw. It's just Bud caught him with a good shot when both of them.
But he had to make that adjustment, right? He made that adjustment.
No, both of them was punching. They was punching at the same
time. Exactly,
time.
and that's why I say that's where Bud is dangerous because he'll punch with your ass. But Bud make adjustments, bro. Look at welterweight. I will say this: he been fighting every motherfucker, and he been stopping them, right? But like I say, with Ugas, with somebody that's gonna make them think Ugas he's a fighter, bro. But he ain't like a pressure fighter like that. He can come forward and fight your ass. But yeah, he can come forward and fight your ass, but he ain't no pressure fighter like that. You feel me? He will, like I say, he will have some success in that. But I think once Bud heat up on his ass and once Bud figure him out, I think it's over for him just as well. You feel me? I think it's over for him.
What if Bud don't figure him out? What if Ugas look too long?
That's why I think
Ugas beat Porter for real. But
I had Porter winning. He gave Porter problems. But I'm gonna say this, bro. That's why I say figure him out, man. That's why I say figure him out because Ugas don't adjust, bro. And once you're doing the same,
he don't adjust.
If you're doing the same shit with Terrence Crawford, bro, Terrence Crawford gonna pick up on that shit and get his time together, bro.
So all that y'all keep saying, he never showed me nothing talking about what y'all talking about. He fought all niggas that you can say that about. Now let's see him fight a world-class fighter.
I see.
He fought that y'all keep praising that. Oh, he readjusts. He do this. He haven't fought a world-class fighter to say he does that.
But bet I'm not going to take away from the man's skill set, bro.
Oh man,
I'm not taking away from him. I feel you, bro. I feel what you're saying, dog. I'm not taking away from that man's skill set, bro.
It's only two at welterweight, bro. That's Bud and Spence.
Away from it. Bob took away from it. Bob took away from his skill set by making them dumbass matchups he made.
I can't do
that. To a real motherfucker that really look at a motherfucker, I really look at this motherfucker. He don't seem special to me. Put somebody in there that's special just as well as he seem like he's special. Then, Earl,
you gonna discredit us like that, man?
What?
You talk to a real motherfucker like me that look at these motherfuckers. So you gonna say we not watching this shit?
Yeah, we just looking.
All right, tell me this. If you throw a body shot, what punch should I be throwing if you throw a body shot?
Left hook.
If
you should come back. Yeah, you can come back with the counter up top. If a nigga going low, you come high.
No, I'm talking about what punch should you throw when you throw a body shot?
A straight hook.
A hook.
You can come with a hook to the body.
I throw a hook to the head.
It's a hook.
Yeah, if you come straight with that bitch,
try to throw when somebody's throwing a body shot. All right. Yeah. Now, ask me this.
Oh, you gonna give us boxing trivias back?
Huh?
I say definitely give us boxing trivias now.
Yeah, I'm definitely in.
Come on with it.
Now, if somebody is longer than you, where you should try to be at?
And inside.
Now, all right.
And to work your way in the inside, you gotta try to get around that motherfucking jab. Slip the jab and try to work your way in.
Yeah, slip and touch. That's all you got to do is slip, jab, slip and touch.
You think Ugas can do that with TC?
He longer than TC. So
you think he can slip that jab and touch TC?
No, listen what I'm saying. He's the longer man. He's the bigger and the longer man. Now TC is gonna have to show y'all something. Can TC slip and touch?
I think
he can do that.
I think he can.
He fought longer man with he banged with Benavidez, but my man Poster was a longer man as well. Poster was long and tall, and Bud outboxed his ass. You feel me?
Yeah.
So when I look at
Poster is long and Poster cannot really slim. That shit Poster do not have an inside game.
I'm telling
you biased, Bad. You biased.
I'm not biased. When Bud got to the inside, he never knew what to do. This is what I'm saying. When y'all look at these guys, like
no, we just talking about the length and the jab and getting in the inside,
bro. And the jab. All right, so if I'm a lefty person, I know motherfucker try to get past me, I'm gonna start shooting this shit long, and once he starts slipping and touching it, and he get past it, I'm gonna start shooting my shit short. He's gonna, and then as I'm shooting my shit short, I'm gonna give him a little skip back to give me more room. See, motherfucking, I never seen Post-Style do that. It's like and then, man, I don't even want to go in too far with these trainers. Some of these trainers that y'all think they're so fucking great. Man, I'm sweating like shit over here.
Okay, I feel you, man, where you coming from. I gotta respect what you're saying, but to me, with a Ugas, with a Thurman, like I say, the first 6 rounds, I do see them causing some problems, hanging it out with Bud. But after the 6, I see Bud beat Thurman and Ugas. To me, you feel me?
Yeah.
I feel like Bud is on that level to me, bro. His skill set, I gotta give this man his credit. I can't take away from him. I know what you're saying. Look, I want to see him fight the top dogs too. I want that shit. I want to see him fight Porter. That's why the Porter's fight is needed to me. That's why it's needed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna answer some questions to us. You know what I mean? But to me, still looking at Bud, bro, his skill set is still a bad motherfucking skill set, dog. And I don't. It's just me.
That's why
I know you got you.
That's why I was Regis Prograde and motherfucking and telling them was down at 140 when he was down there.
Regis ain't beat no Bud, bro. I like Regis. Regis ain't got no defense for Bud. He got a good offense. You heard me? But what like none of them dudes that 140. Yeah, they don't fight. Yeah, he got some good pop. He got some good pop. Josh Taylor got a good skill set, but I don't see none of them boys beat Terrence Bud Crawford. The only dude I see beat Bud at 147 is Earl Spence, bro. I see Bud beating everybody else.
It's only 2.
I see the dog in Bud Crawford, bro. Yeah, but I do give Porter a shot. Don't get me wrong. This is my thing with Bud and Porter. If Bud try to fight Porter, you feel me? If he try to fight Porter, that's where it's gonna get interesting. It's gonna get interesting because Porter like to try to stand your motherfucking chest, and do Bud get the extension on this shot like he needs to? You know what I'm saying? But if Bud box his ass, he gonna box him easy. And I ain't saying Porter ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna say it. I know I want to see it too. I swear I want to see it, dog. And I ain't saying that it's gonna be like, oh, Bud just annihilate him, but
Porter gonna make him fight.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he gonna make it, but I still see
all
Bud
the top
taking
guys
him
gonna make him fight. Dog. When you see top guys fight top guys, it don't look like it when they fight bums. They run through bums. When you fight a top guy, motherfucker is dead.
Yeah, I want to see it though.
Bud gonna whoop you, Ugas though. He'll whoop Ugas, man.
Yeah, man, I want to see. I feel like Ugas a motherfucker. What I love about Ugas is conditioning, bro. He got good fucking conditioning. I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Ugas wants to get going here.
Bud IQ too high for Ugas in the ring.
Bud, man, that's what y'all say. He been fighting bums. His IQ is high for bums.
Now I'm gonna say this back because a person that agree with you, and I do agree with what my man saying. Damn, the fighter bet. Fuck, man. Damn, man. Danny Garcia beat it, bro. Nate Campbell. Nate Campbell. Shouts out to Nate Campbell, bro.
Yeah.
Nate Campbell said Bud is doing what he's doing against people that he can do it against. You feel me? So you ain't the only one that feel this way, but I understand what you're saying 120%. You like, he's looking that good because it's against certain level that he can do it against. You know what I'm saying? But to me, bro, when I see this nigga Bud, dog, when I see the skill set, because I am an eye test, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I do want to see you put in that action against the elite motherfucker. But that motherfucker Bud Crawford is a bad motherfucker, bro. I've been saying it. I got videos saying it, and I got to stick to my word. He's a bad motherfucker, bro.
And Money, I'm gonna tell y'all something too, man. Bud is so sneaky, man. That nigga only do enough to win, bro. Like, he's not showing his whole hand.
Watch this, Drake. Now this dude Levi Anthony come here and say these niggas are Bud dick huggers. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all niggas crazy, man. Y'all niggas crazy. Man. We can't do no, boy. It don't matter what you say around this motherfucker. You can say this shit about Earl. Earl gonna do this to Bud, this, that. Them motherfuckers fall in love with you. Soon say some good shit about Bud. Now you a Bud dick man. Sit your ass down somewhere, Levi. Go sit your ass in the corner. Point your nose to the east, motherfucker. Point your nose to the east. Get the fuck out of here.
Listen to this though, Money. Motherfucking.
Go ahead, bro.
Motherfucking man. We just need to see this guy fight somebody that you can say Bud never been in a 50-50 fight. He's never been in a 50-50 fight. I don't care what y'all say.
I agree. Every time he in a fight,
he is supposed to win.
Yeah, he's the favorite. I agree, bro. I'm not going.
But the cons to that is he knocking out everybody they put in front of him now.
Man, look, my little brother just knocked out all the bombs they put in front of him right now.
He's supposed to do that, right?
That's what I'm saying. You supposed to knock out the motherfuckers that ain't talented.
If they ain't supposed to get in the ring with you, supposed to get the fuck up out of there. I'm with you on that bet. And look, I blame Bob Herman because Bob not trying to pay no motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He not trying to pay no motherfucker.
So why the fuck would he sign with him why would this the third time he signed him with him?
That's my question too.
Because he know I can get guaranteed money and ride off to the sunset over here. I probably can't do that over there.
That's my question as well, bro. Why'd you sign it back with this motherfucker, dog?
I just answered it for you. He know over here, Bob there's nobody over here for me to really fight. They say Bob just said he about to try to get him to fight Taylor or Ramirez. If he don't get a fight, they might hold him to fight one of them two.
Hey, Levi, you go get your bitch ass kicked up out of there. That's gonna happen to your weak ass, nigga. Get the fuck out of here and say something about dick rider, nigga. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Don't just jump in somewhere and then try to base your opinion on what you heard in the last motherfucking 3 or 4 minutes, you weak ass nigga. Go suck your daddy dick, bitch. How about that, you weak ass nigga? Get the fuck on somewhere.
Yeah, so, Levi, you gonna get your little punk ass knocked out, man.
So over here, right? Over here, I'm comfortable over here. Look at all this. I'm the lion over here. I'm the lion over here. But over there is a lot of lions over there. I don't know if I can be can I be the top lion over here?
You don't want to cross that pride land back.
Yeah, there's a lot of gazelles over here. But damn, if I cross this line, I see lions. But can I be the top lion?
That's a fact, though. That's what I want to see, though. That's what I want to see. That's why I want the Porter fight, dog.
That's why he signed back with Bob Herm, because he knows the side of the street, man. Everybody knows the side of the street, man.
Yeah.
Bob Herm doing that every weight class.
Yeah,
it's that, man. I agree with Money bad. I see what you're saying, but it is when I look at Bud, you can tell when somebody got that. You can tell when somebody can fight, man. You know what I mean? And Bud can fight. He can fight. And he got a heart to go along with it. And he got that evil streak. He got that mean streak in him too. And he got that killer instinct, bro. And that's the ingredients that you need.
But it can't be a trick. It can be a trick.
But he got a street rep. He got a street reputation.
Yeah,
it's real because he bona fide in the street, back. He bona fide in the street.
Because he was gambling, he got shot.
I think it's real with Bud, bro. I think it's real with him.
He real out there, man. He real out there in Omaha.
Because he was gambling. He was gambling somewhere, and he won somebody and won the street.
I'm not even bringing that into it, bro. I ain't even bringing
y'all just bring it up. Y'all,
No.
he's glorified in the streets. He's
No, but
gambling somewhere and fucking a nigga ain't like him winning the money and stepping off and they try to trick his ass. So it
but it
glorifies.
don't mean you ain't street though, man. It don't mean
I
you
ain't
ain't
saying
street.
he not.
You know what I'm
But why is
saying?
we bringing street in it? I'm
Yeah.
talking about him fighting.
He just saying the mentality of
I
the
know a
street
lot
nigga
of
inside the
niggas
ring,
out here
bro.
that's glorified in the street
Yeah,
that can't even fucking fight.
Yeah,
but he
just
both
saying the
he got
street
that.
mentality.
Yeah, he got that mentality. He bring that in the ring with him, man.
Listen,
You know what I mean? He
I
bring
know
that
a lot of
realness.
niggas that'll trick you, that act like they got the mentality, but when it go to fuck down, it's not turning out like they wanted to turn out.
I don't think Bud Crawford's one of them niggas though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He bona fide, bro.
Now, y'all, why he haven't moved? Why he still across the street and not over here with all the rest of the killers?
Yeah. Levi Anthony getting on my nerves, man. Levi Anthony, what state you in, bro?
Let me get him up out of here, man. We ain't got time for that bullshit. I feel you though, bet. I feel you, bet.
If I know all the lines over here and I'm trying to test myself, I want to be the king. I'm going over here. I'm not staying over here with the gazelles. Bob Burnham just told the man, I'm not backing you no more. You can get the fuck. Now, if that was me, I will put my lawyer, put something together, how much we need to pay to get out my contract, and I'm gone.
I think they doing that though, Bat. All due respect, I think they do that. I fuck with them heavy. Them Crawfords, I fuck with them heavy.
Tell them to hurry up then.
I think they doing that, but you know that come with time, like anything else. When you under contract, man, you know that come with time.
I go to my lawyer. It don't come with time because Floyd Mayweather did it off the break. I go to my lawyer. My lawyer writes something up. We go back to Bob. We see how much he want to fucking get out my contract, and I go pay him.
But was it a letter sent already? Right? It was a letter already sent like a couple months ago, right, or a month ago, right?
It was a bullshit letter about him not getting them a big fight.
Yeah, but he came out and said today though they tried to sit down with him, and Bob ain't want to sit down with him, bro.
I don't want to sit down with you motherfuckers.
Yeah,
you motherfuckers ain't doing what I need y'all to do.
Yeah, they said Bob ain't want to sit down with him, bro. They said they went and got the lawyer and shit trying to sit down. I don't know if they was trying to resign or not, but they say Bob's like he ain't even trying to talk to him, bro. Bob was like his hands is done.
Right. Matter of fact, I'm Travion texting me now.
Bob fucked up, but not giving him. But by not giving him motherfucking Pacquiao.
Facts.
And making him a star off the break.
Facts.
So Bob fucked that up. When Bob fucked that up, I am gone over here to the PBC where they pay more money, and I already got a little name. I got a name. Now I can get lined up with these guys, the Keith Thurmans, the this and that, and make my fucking state.
Right.
I agree. That's what I said. I said Bob put all his eggs in the basket with Lomachenko and not Bud, bro. He didn't believe in Bud, bro. And when I said that shit, I said they should never fuck with Bud. I mean Bob after that, bro.
No, when Bob Burnham did that, was glorifying Lomachenko as the number one pound for pound and all that, I'd have been left. Motherfucker, give me my papers. Okay, you got the number one pound for pound. Let me get the fuck away from you.
Not only that, but when he did that, and then when he offered Fury that money. You know, right then that tell you. You know what I'm saying?
But Fury is a heavyweight. A heavyweight is gonna get more attention than anybody.
Yeah, plus Fury had the Wilder fight set up. But my thing is this, right? When you saw Lomachenko, you talking about, you never seen nothing like this before, and you got this motherfucking Bud right here doing everything that he doing, right? Bud doing everything that he doing, becoming 3-division world champion, undisputed skill set, you know what I'm saying, switch hitter. And you sitting up here talking about, I never seen anything like Lomachenko and this and all that shit. That's when Bud should have been out the dome, this bitch ass, bro. But I'm with you on that, man. He fucked Bud career over, not giving him Pacquiao, bro. But he was willing to fight Manny Pacquiao to come to 135 to fight Lomachenko. Talking about how Pacquiao, he's a small fighter and he can still make 135. Him and Loma
paid Pacquiao $20 million to fight fucking Lomachenko, but one fam to fight fucking
one fight Bud. Facts.
I got the fuck.
Facts.
I got the fuck,
bro.
Once that came out in the media, and I got a whiff of it, I am gone.
Hell yeah.
Right.
You and your white boy, You and your white boy go kiss and love each other, and I am done.
Yeah. And Bud could have made the same money at PBC and more, in my opinion, because you kept that percentage from motherfucking Bob You'd have had the big fights by now. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I want to see from Bud, man. He gotta put that ego to the side a little bit. Understand that if you want Spence, it's like you said. Look, my dude, he fuck with Bud heavy, dog. Football player, dog. Carlos Dansby, real nigga, bro. You know Carlos Dansby played for Arizona Cardinals, the Cleveland Browns, Miami. He came out of Spence. Bud don't deserve a Spence fight until he fight motherfucking Sean Porter. Everybody's saying he got to fight somebody. Like he got to do some heavy lifting around that.
He got to fight somebody now. But when he told him 60-40, he should have took it.
He should have took it. Yeah.
I agree. I agree with that.
Now you let the boy fight all these tough fights. And if he get the Pacquiao fight, motherfucking Bud is short. It's gonna be 70-30.
Now, let's play devil's advocate. What if Bud know that he leaving? Yeah, what if Bud know he leaving Top Rank and he didn't want to get that confused with Top Rank? He wanted that money. He didn't want Bob to flourish. Yeah, the Earl fight.
That's a smart move. It's a smart move like a motherfucker, right? It's a smart move. But he's not saying that though, Dre. He's not saying that.
Well, he can't say it.
Right. That's
because he's still under contract.
But Bob, like they can leave right now, shit. But my thing is they trying to sit down again and sign back. Like that's what I want to make sure I heard Keon right when he said he tried to sit down. I don't want to mix speak. I don't want to just talk. But they sound like they're trying to sign back with these motherfuckers, bro. And if Bud trying to sign back with this motherfucker, bro, that's
y'all know what it is.
That's some word.
I think Bud and them out of here though, bro. I think they out of there.
The last fight is in October.
Bob don't want him.
The last fight is in October, dog. But if he signed back, that's some weird ass shit to me, dog.
Bob don't want him. Why stay there and give these people another fight? You say
right. That's why I think Bud was stalling with that. I think he's stalling with every fight that's coming up until he get out of this contract with Top Rank. Maybe it's just me.
He gotta come up with a fight.
He say no, not
if they come up with a fight and he don't take a fight, they can sue him. He can't just.
Well, I know he got to fight Porter.
Hey, he can't just wait the contract out.
You got them fights on the contract. It don't matter how long it takes.
And he got one more fight.
Yeah, they said the last fight is in October. I think it's 2.
So that probably be Porter, right? Oh, it's 2 more fights.
Man, fuck all that. Fuck all that. Buy yourself out and go over there and fucking bet on yourself.
Bet on yourself, dog.
What, you scared?
Bet on yourself, dog. But that Spence fight gonna be the biggest payday of your career, dog. And you can keep all that shit in your motherfucking pockets. Come on,
the man keep talking about I don't need Spence. I don't need Spence. I did more than Spence in his little career. Come on, man.
Oh, so Keon said he tried to go over there and sit down with Bob and hash things out about the business. And Bob said, "Fuck you," like he said,
"Motherfucker, you ain't making no money. Go ahead, get the fuck on."
That's crazy.
You can't even come out here and just act the ass to get people to like.
Now, that's what I got a question. I got Travion Crawford text me now, and he got a good he gave me a good question. He said, with or without Spence, do y'all think that TC will be Hall of Fame?
Yes, he's a Hall of Fame.
Listen, wait a minute, hold on. He'll be a boxer in the Hall of Fame that fought nobody.
Listen, I had this talk with Andrew McIntyre, bro. Bud is a Hall of Famer, hands down. You got motherfuckers in the Hall of Fame for doing less.
Right.
You feel me? You got niggas in the Hall of Fame for doing less. But if you want to be a great, you feel me? If you want to be that motherfucker that going to the Hall of Fame, because Adrian Brown a Hall of Famer, Mikey Garcia Hall of Famer, you know what I'm saying? Leo Santa Cruz gonna be a Hall of Famer. My thing is this though, dog. That's that marquee fight. That's that marquee fight, bro. Hold on. Bud said it himself. Hold on, let me say this back.
Go ahead.
Bud said it himself on the little thing he had with motherfucking before the little Kell Brook fight. You feel me? But I'm gonna tell you like this, Spence is the fight for him. That's his biggest money fight. Now I'm gonna tell you, Earl Spence, man, Spence got 2 more weight classes to go up to. You feel me? 2. Right. This is not it for Spence. Spence got and this is why I got Earl Spence #1 pound for pound. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I really don't give a fuck what nobody say, bro. Because when you look at Earl Spence at 147, right, he linked to Terrence Will Crawford, who some people say 140. I mean, the pound for pound king, right? You look at Spence at 154. The nigga that's running every fucking thing at 154, Earl Spence score. You feel me? Earl Spence score, and I ain't gonna say too much, but out of Jamel own mouth, we know how that go. You feel me? We know how that go, and I ain't saying Mel don't have his good days. But we know how that go. Earl Spencer just cool, calm, collective about it. You feel me? Then you got this motherfucker connected to Canelo Alvarez, who they talking about that's number one pound for pound, right?
Right.
So if he connects to every motherfucker that's your favorite fighter's favorite fighter, the nigga came off his third pay-per-view in a row. He showed us all the skills in the world. He's fighting the best of the best out there in this division, regardless of motherfucker want to say, oh, he haven't moved up a weight class yet. But he's fighting the best in this division. They had Triple G number one pound for pound, and he's still at motherfucking 160. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
But with Bud, bro, yes, he has to fight that marquee fight. That's why the Porter fight gonna be so significant for him. You know what I'm saying? Because if you put that fight, and yes, we seen what Earl did with him. Like I say, I had Earl 8-4, but he made it tough because he fought his ass. You feel me? Earl wanted to knock his ass the fuck out, and he ended up dropping his ass. And that's the same shot Earl knocked Leonard Bundle ass out with. But I'm telling you, if shit just went right, bro. But if Bud going there and have a good scrap with Porter and he beat him, you know what I'm saying? It's convincingly, then you raise your stock a little bit. You feel me? But like I say, if Earl going that motherfucker get Manny Pacquiao and he coming that bitch with 3 scraps, because right now
70-30.
70-30, bro. He might come to that bitch and say 70-30, dog. And motherfuckers gonna be pissed off. But that's his 4th pay-per-view in a row. Manny Pacquiao numbers gonna be crazy at Dallas Cowboys Stadium, bro. Crazy numbers, bro.
Out of this world. Do y'all think you think Earl need TC fight to be a Hall of Famer?
No.
I don't think that's why I say he don't need it, because he has 2 other weight classes. You see what I'm saying? Like Bud gonna be a Hall of Famer, but Earl got 2 other weight. Like Earl is in the glamour divisions, bro. From 147 to 160 are the glamour divisions. You feel me? Those are all the big things where you can go pay-per-view. Earl Spence might be on pay-per-view for the rest of his career as long as he continue to win. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Earl got Dallas. That shit is established. This motherfucker got the NFL behind him. Earl got so much shit right now, bro, that's going for him. Coming off the car crash, Danny Garcia like that, man, all that shit plays a part, bro.
He better stay away from Yellow Beezy, though.
I ain't talking about this. What's going on outside, right?
Earl got 2 of the hottest names in boxing saying his name. Terrence Crawford.
Facts, bro.
Terrence
Facts, bro. Facts, bro. Facts. So to me, Terrence Crawford need Earl Spence for a legacy standpoint. Don't get me wrong. Like I say, he a Hall of Fame fighter. I can't take shit away from him.
He'll be the only. Now let me tell you, he'll be the only fighter of his decade in the Hall of Fame that have not had a marquee fight.
I can agree, man. I can agree. But don't get me wrong, I got Earl beating Bud now. That just because he fight him don't mean shit. But fighting him, it still does some good shit to him. You know what I mean? But ESJ got too much going, bro. Like, he got the fucking 54 division. And I'm not saying he gonna fight Mel Charlo. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying his name is connected to Mel Charlo because they sparring partners. But the way Mel Charlo talk about, look, before Earl was even a world champion, bro. Remember this, y'all. Before Earl went to fought Kell Brook, right? When the fight was scheduled, when Jamel first came to Derrick James, do y'all remember what Jamel Charlo said about Earl Spence? Called that boy a gym killer. You understand me? He said this nigga is a gym killer. He said, nigga, I'm the motherfucker 154 WBC champ. I'm trying to get like this nigga. You feel me? Like, but that's what I'm trying to tell people. They keep talking about Bud in the gym. He's a gym rat, and I get Bud that. The motherfucker all around with it. But once Earl Spence
Bud ready.
But Earl back on this shit, bro. Earl back on this shit. You understand now, like, nigga, I got a second chance at life. I could have lost all that shit. Could have been a man. That fucking car crash, nigga, he could have decapitated an arm. Nigga could have been fucked up, paralyzed, all type of shit, bro.
He know it. He know it.
Yeah, he know it, bro. And that's the thing. The dude is a realist, bro. Like Earl Spence, bro. When you laugh at the shit, like when you come out of a fucked up situation, bro, and you can laugh at that shit, you feel me? That's a real ass nigga. You got motherfuckers out here that man, listen, dog. I'm telling you, ESJ different, bro. He different. I'm fucking with him heavy. That's why I ride for him so hard. But Bud, he gonna have to fight that Porter fight, and he gonna have to get that Earl Spence fight, because I still feel like Earl is gonna fight Bud next year. This is just me. This is how I feel, bro. I feel like he got
he gonna fight him.
Yeah, he won't Pacquiao. Yeah, then he won't Pacquiao. Then he won't Terence Bud Crawford. And the race to Pacquiao is for the business side, bro. It's for the business side. It's just not checkers, bro. If Bud gets to Pacquiao first, right? If he can get to Pacquiao first,
he got to.
If he can win, but this is the thing, they don't want to pay Pac the $20 million. But we already know Al Heyman would do it because he gave him $20 million for Thurman, he gave him 20 for Brono. You see what I'm saying? So you think he ain't gonna give him $20 million for Earl in Cowboy Stadium, and both of these motherfuckers hold numbers in Cowboy Stadium? You see what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers gonna sell that shit out, bro.
Bud gotta stop that. He gotta stop that Pacquiao fight, bro. Some way, somehow, he got to come up with that money.
He can't stop it. He can't stop it, bro. Because Pacquiao looking at Earl now. Bob looked like he let that shit sell. Like he said, he don't want to put the money up for Bud, dog. He man, this is 2015, bro. We're in 2020 going to 2021, bro. He like when he was saying that the Bud and the Pacquiao fight was made, right? He didn't say he put the money up. He said they put the money up and everything was ready. Now they took that shit off the table, and I don't think they coming back with that shit. You feel me? But with Manny Pacquiao, and this how I said, man, Keon went back and forth on this shit because he felt like Conor McGregor is Pacquiao's biggest payday. I feel like Earl Spence is Manny Pacquiao's biggest payday. You know what I'm saying? This just how I feel. I don't think Conor McGregor is that. I don't think he as big as he was when he fought Floyd Mayweather, and I don't think they can hype that shit up like Floyd and Conor hype that shit up. You know what I'm saying? That shit was that was a spectacle, bro, where Floyd was the hottest thing in boxing, and we know Conor McGregor stole Floyd's style. Both of them motherfuckers flip, whatever. I can't even say the motherfucking word right now, bro. But
flamboyant.
Flamboyant, yeah, I can't get the shit out right now. But that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? They talk that shit. Manny Pacquiao old, and I ain't saying nothing wrong with it, but this church going ass, this motherfucker want to talk about Jesus and shit. He ain't trying to talk about smacking motherfuckers upside the head and throwing money at hoes and all that type of shit. That motherfucker with verse John 3:16 and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody trying to hear that shit, and I ain't saying nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to know about what the fuck we gonna do in the ring. So I don't know, man. If people don't get duped 2 times, like Pacquiao will knock Conor McGregor the fuck out in 2 rounds. Floyd carried his ass. You know what I'm saying? So with Earl Spence, bro, now this nigga back and shit.
Right back, right in time. I hear you talking that bullshit.
Yeah. With Earl Spence, I feel like in Cowboy Stadium, dog, I feel like they gonna do great fucking numbers, and I feel like Pac can make upwards of 50 to 60 million in that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a hell of a fight. Yeah, but Earl go accept the 60-40 for Pac.
Yep.
See what I mean?
Yep.
He understand that Pacquiao is the bigger draw, bro, and he not gonna let his biggest bag go. But when you got Bud and Bomac talking about 50-50 for Pacquiao and Earl Spence, like, come on now, bro. You know that shit ain't gonna happen.
Man, they keep on.
Welcome back, big homie.
Man, I had to go grab it, man. I'm back in the building. But I heard you, Money. I heard you talking about that Manny Pacquiao fight with Conor McGregor, right? Is not as big as the fight with Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Right, bro. I said it and I meant it.
Yeah, okay, and I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong, right? If Conor McGregor got a big fight, I know, you know, a lot of us don't follow the UFC. Conor McGregor got a big fight coming up, right? Soon. He got a big fight coming up with Dustin Poirier, right? If Conor McGregor wins that fight, we know how big Conor McGregor is, right? Conor McGregor is, I'm going to keep it 100. And EJ, my guy. Everybody know EJ, my dude. I ride with EJ. But Conor McGregor is 3 times bigger than Errol Spence. He just is. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? It's a fact. And if
Conor making this next fight?
And if Conor McGregor, right, if he win his next fight in the UFC, because Conor McGregor, he sells out all the time. He always gets big pay-per-view numbers in the UFC, no matter who he fights, because he is the Floyd Mayweather of the UFC. Conor McGregor is. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the best fighter, not by far. You know what I'm saying? I can name plenty fighters that's better than him, but as far as his name and the way that he sells, Conor McGregor is the Floyd Mayweather of the UFC. And you know, Floyd Mayweather helped. But if Conor McGregor win his next fight, oh man, his name is gonna be buzzing. And then imagine right? If they ask him in his next fight about fighting Manny Pacquiao, he say something about fighting Manny Pacquiao. That fight is off the charts. You can't compare a Manny Pacquiao fight with Errol Spence to a Manny Pacquiao fight with Conor McGregor. You got the UFC because you merge in two different sports. I'm not saying that he's gonna do the same amount of numbers that Errol Spence did, but it's still gonna do over 1 million because Conor McGregor do over 1 million fighting these UFC guys. He doing a million plus every pay-per-view when he fight UFC guys. So imagine what he gonna do when they cross once again when they cross UFC with the boxing and have him fight Manny Pacquiao, a world-renowned superstar, right? It's only a few fighters in this whole entire world that you could walk up to any you on mute, Draco. It's few fighters in this whole entire world that you could walk up to anybody. It don't matter if they old, young, or whatever. It just go to the gas station and be like, hey, you know who have you ever heard of Manny Pacquiao? They gonna say, yeah. Have you ever heard?
So that's the UK versus the Philippines?
No, the Philippines versus. But this is the thing, though, bro.
But hold on, let me finish. All right, you can walk up to anybody anywhere and ask them, you ever heard of Manny Pacquiao? They gonna say, yeah, that's that fighter dude, right? You could ask them the same thing about Conor McGregor. They gonna know who Conor McGregor is, right? You could ask them the same thing about Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson, Holyfield. You know, it's only a few where you could go to anybody anywhere and ask them. They gonna know who they are, right? Errol Spence has not made it to that point yet, so you can't tell me that cross sport, mixing two different sports together, MMA and boxing together with two of the biggest names right now in boxing, right? Manny Pacquiao is the biggest name. He bigger than Canelo. Manny Pacquiao is the biggest name in all the boxing still to this day, right? Because at one point it was Manny Pacquiao and it was Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather gone, now it's Manny Pacquiao, right? And in the UFC, the biggest name is Conor McGregor. You merge in the biggest names in the two biggest combat sports together. You cannot tell me that an Errol Spence fight is bigger than a Conor McGregor Manny Pacquiao fight. It's not. Now, to boxing fans, right? If you're looking from just the boxing fans, right? You take the boxing fans in the boxing world, right? And you take us. Yeah, if we look at it, yeah, we gonna pay for it before we'll pay for that, right? We're going to as boxing fans, but you got to look at these numbers. No fighter right now is doing 1 million plus pay-per-views. None of these fighters are. It don't matter if it's Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, Errol Spence. None of these fighters are doing 1 million plus pay-per-views. Conor McGregor is, right? Conor McGregor is. So you combine his pay-per-views that he does already 1 million plus with all the Manny Pacquiao's fans, and then this fight is going to be bigger than Manny Pacquiao's last fight against Keith Thurman, because the way they're going to promote it on ESPN and Fox and Showtime everywhere, the fight is bigger. It's just way bigger. You know what I'm saying? Do I give a fuck about watching a Manny Pacquiao fight a Conor McGregor? Fuck no, I don't. Do I give a fuck about Manny Pacquiao taking his ass and facing Errol Spence like he should have been done? Of course I do. But there's no argument to what fight is bigger. That's a no-brainer.
It ain't no brainer because, like I say, I look at Conor McGregor, and when you look at Manny Pacquiao, I don't see the buzz being that big. I ain't saying it ain't gonna be no big buzz. They may not say that, but still, with that fight happening, bro, a lot of people is not fit to be duped out their money because they know Pacquiao gonna knock that motherfucker out in 2 rounds, bro. Wait a minute, bro. You just said let your little yellow ass talk, and I let you talk. At the end of the day, motherfucker is not fit to be duped out their money. Conor McGregor in the UFC, of course, he's fighting UFC fighters, so they get him a chance. Man, he going up against Manny Pacquiao, who is not fit to carry his ass for no 10 rounds, who is not fit to talk no shit how Floyd Mayweather talk that shit. You know what I'm saying? So once you get into that ring with Pacquiao in a boxing match, Pacquiao might end up knocking his ass out in one round. Conor McGregor don't got no motherfucking boxing defense. That shit ain't going nowhere, man.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not trying to hear that shit. I'm not trying to hear that shit. People not fit to be duped out their money with no fucking Conor McGregor and Manny Pacquiao. You're not fit to sell that shit to the people, dog. They not fit to be tricked. But when you got Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence, a hell of a fight in boxing, right? A hell of a fight in boxing in Cowboy Stadium, where both of them hold numbers. The people know it's gonna be a very competitive fucking fight. To me, Manny Pacquiao make his biggest payday with Errol Spence at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you can pull up numbers, bro.
Conor McGregor's last pay-per-view.
You can pull up numbers all you want to in the UFC. In the UFC.
353,429 fights.
What's the date?
Stop.
What's the date? What's the date?
Something that you know you're wrong about.
So is he gonna do $1 million this time?
He gonna do way more than $1 million if he fight Pacquiao.
No, I'm talking about is Conor McGregor gonna do $1 million with this dude for the fight coming up?
Yeah, he is.
I'm gonna see. But now, like I'm saying,
he ain't gonna put no bread on it.
I'm gonna say this: people not fit to be duped out no money. People not fit to be duped out no money with no goddamn Conor McGregor and no fucking Manny Pacquiao, bro. Everybody know the outcome of that fight. Everybody know the outcome of that fight. You feel me? I don't think
it doesn't matter. Everybody knew the outcome when he fought Floyd Mayweather.
That was a spectacle, bro.
You're talking about some bullshit right now.
That shit was a fucking
so damn well.
No.
Conor
McGregor was really on his high horse. Floyd Mayweather was on his motherfucking high horse. They both clashed. They talked that shit. They sold that motherfucker to the people. What the fuck is Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor go do at a fucking weigh-in or at a motherfucking press conference that's gonna sell that shit to the people? Manny Pacquiao do not talk shit. Manny Pacquiao do not talk shit like Floyd Mayweather. He don't talk shit like Floyd Mayweather. He's a church-going man. Motherfucker talk about John 3:16 every day. What he gonna do? Pray with Conor McGregor? Conor, come on, we're gonna pray 3:16. God said everyone should love everyone, and we're gonna go to the ring. And we're gonna do this, and we pray everybody buy pay-per-view, and when we go in there, we're gonna get everybody a good fight. Everybody knows that Manny Pacquiao go knock Conor McGregor the fuck out. Let me ask you something, right? No, I'm still talking. I'm still talking. He still know everybody go. He know everybody's gonna knock his ass the fuck out. So people not gonna be duped out their money with no goddamn Conor McGregor and no fucking Manny Pacquiao. Now Conor McGregor fighting a UFC fighter. They know them UFC fighters got a chance because that's their sport. Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence, they know it's a competitive fight and people will pay their money. Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor was a goddamn spectacle and a circus show, and everybody wanted to see what was gonna happen in that shit. And Floyd knocked his ass out, so people ain't going for that shit no motherfucking second time in a row.
You full of shit right now.
No, you full of shit right now, Negro.
You full of shit right now because you know good so motherfucking well that it doesn't matter what Manny Pacquiao say because Manny Pacquiao been saying the same fucking 3 words his whole career, but he still sell. So if Manny Pacquiao
against fighters, against boxers, against boxers.
Hold on. If Manny Pacquiao cannot sell with Conor McGregor with a whole nother fucking fan base in the UFC, that means he can't sell with Errol Spence in boxing for real.
So telling me,
your point is
the UFC fans get Conor McGregor try to be Manny Pacquiao. The UFC people get Conor McGregor a shot against Manny Pacquiao. So the UFC people that's go back,
Money.
Wait a minute, the UFC people.
UFC is bigger than boxing.
Man. You know that.
So the UFC,
he know he's just trying to argue to argue.
So the UFC is going to get Conor McGregor shot to beat Manny Pacquiao.
You wrong.
So if the UFC is going to get Conor McGregor shot at beating Manny Pacquiao, answer the question, bro.
Right now, don't make no fucking sense.
So UFC people going to spend their money and see Conor McGregor. Right?
No, listen.
So are they picking Conor McGregor to beat Manny Pacquiao?
Listen what I'm saying. But the UFC fans are going to come and support Conor McGregor.
Period. Common sense tells you that.
Them people ain't finna be duped out they money for
you're full of shit. You're full of shit.
And no fucking Manny Pacquiao, bro.
You wrong.
So you telling me? So what? They just come to see him get his ass whooped, then, huh? They come to see him get his ass whooped.
Look. right?
That's
Just
what they
like
do.
They come to get his ass whooped. They come to see Conor McGregor get his ass whooped, right?
Hold on. Just like the people paid to see Mike Tyson and motherfucking Roy Jones. They didn't think they were gonna see a fucking fight of the year.
Man, them people ain't finna pay their motherfucking money for no
whatever.
bro.
Listen,
like I said, he gonna make some good money. He gonna make some good money with Conor McGregor. His biggest payday is with Earl Spence at Cowboy Stadium.
All right, listen to this, Money. They doing in boxing right now, Money. When they take these fighters that ain't shit and put them in there with the knockout artists like Tank Davis, all this last fight, niggas knew Tank was gonna knock the motherfucker out, but people still watched it.
No, that's boxing, bro. That's boxing. Like I say,
no, I'm going off what you just said.
With Conor McGregor and Manny Pacquiao, bro, man, everybody knows.
What I'm saying. Somebody is watching somebody to see them get their ass whooped. I knew Leo Santa Cruz is not gonna beat Tank Davis. I knew it, but y'all still watched it.
We gonna see if it happens. We gonna see if the people go out there and say, you know what, we want to pay for this Conor McGregor and this Manny Pacquiao fight, and we got Conor McGregor beating Manny Pacquiao. I want to see if they pay to see Conor beat a motherfucker that they know go knock his ass out in 2 or 3 rounds.
That don't matter. That's what you 2 or 3 rounds.
Hey, Money. And then Tank was gonna knock Leo Santa Cruz out.
I picked him to knock him out, but I ain't know if he was gonna knock him out or not. You gotta do it. But this the thing though. But Leo Santa Cruz has a shot in his sport. It's his sport, bro. It's his sport. We know for a fact. Conor McGregor don't stand a chance against fucking Manny Pacquiao, bro.
Deep down in your heart, did you know Tank Davis was going to stop Leo Santa Cruz?
I picked him to knock him out, but it ain't no guarantee that he's gonna knock him out. I picked Teofimo to knock out fucking Lomachenko, but he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going with the WhisCon fight.
Wait, hold on, Batman. Hold on, Batman. Money. Don't get up here and lie. You did not pick no goddamn Teofimo to knock out Lomachenko because me and you
picked Teofimo to knock out Lomachenko. What the fuck are you talking about?
Nigga, you picked Lomachenko.
Oh no! I said the only way he can beat fucking the way T.O. is gonna beat Lomachenko is knocking him out. Yes, I picked Lomachenko to win, bro, but he didn't do it. That's what I'm saying. He won on the motherfucking scorecards, dog.
But no, listen. When I'm asking you one question, Money.
I answer you back. I said yes. I picked him to knock out Leo Santa Cruz, but he still had to knock him out. I said yes. I picked him to knock him out.
But why did you watch it?
What you say?
Leo Santa Cruz cannot punch. I knew some point in the fight, Tank Davis was going to touch Leo Santa Cruz on his fucking chin because he don't have that good enough defense.
Fact.
He was tailor-made
fight for him. The fight was tailor-made for him.
Because a 4-division world champion fight facing motherfucking Javante Davis. It was a hell of a fight for Tank. It was a hell of a fight for Tank, and I want to see if
when
Tank
the last time Leo Santa Cruz hurt somebody in the ring.
I wanted to see if Tank can knock that motherfucker out, and he knocked that motherfucker out cold, bro. He did his job in the boxing ring, bro.
I didn't want to see that shit. I knew what was going to happen
in a boxing ring, and that's what I'm saying. You didn't watch it. You just said you didn't watch it, right?
What you saying is,
wait a minute. You just said you didn't watch it, right, Beck?
Nah, I watched it on when it came back on.
All right. So just like you said, you didn't watch that shit. So if you just said you didn't watch that shit because you knew he was gonna knock him out, so you telling me that they gonna watch Conor McGregor and Manny Pacquiao knowing they gonna knock him out, but you just said you didn't watch Leo and fucking Tank.
Yeah, me. I said me, but I know I know the fans, how dumb they really are gonna watch that shit.
All right.
They're gonna watch a fight. They're gonna watch a fight with a motherfucker with a skill set that comes straight forward and punch a lot of punches. The fucking that don't punch hard. That's gonna fucking fight a puncher.
Well, to me, bro, Manny Pacquiao biggest payday is with Earl Spence and Dallas Cowboys Stadium, and ain't nobody gonna change my mind about that shit. No matter what.
Manny don't think that because if Conor McGregor come along, he's going to take that before the Earl Smith fight.
We'll see. We'll see. Manny ain't picked nobody yet.
He said he'd rather fight Conor McGregor. He already said it.
I ain't said it yet. I gotta see that.
When he was supposed to fight Mickey. I don't even call him Mikey no more. I call him Mickey. When he's supposed to fight Mickey.
I'm gonna wait till a sign on that dollar line, bet, for me to believe it. Once that bitch signed on the dollar line, then I'm gonna say Manny is fighting Conor McGregor, and I'm gonna see if Manny make $100 million fighting Conor McGregor.
He might make 50. Who knows?
And he can make 50 fighting Earl Spence at Cowboy Stadium.
Man, my nigga, as much as we want Errol Spence fight, the Conor McGregor fight,
that's what I believe
with Manny Pacquiao.
Not we. That's what I believe.
You need to hurry up.
I don't believe you believe that. I really don't think you believe that. I think that you just
and I'm thinking out my goddamn mouth what I believe. You gonna tell me?
There ain't no way you can believe.
I don't believe
Manny Pacquiao, Errol
You
Spence.
can't tell me what the fuck I believe, bro.
Manny Pacquiao,
And I've been saying this shit, and I'm gonna continue to say this shit. So how the fuck you gonna make it like I'm just you just
yeah, you know what? You know what?
Boy.
You right, but you did say that you don't watch the UFC and you don't know shit about the UFC.
You gotta be out of your goddamn mind if you think Monnie Brown don't believe that Manny Pacquiao.
No, I said you don't know shit about the UFC.
So I don't give a fuck about the UFC.
That's all
UFC is bigger than boxing.
I don't give a fuck about the UFC. I know
exactly. You don't know what the fuck you talking about.
I know fans are gonna be duped out their money 2 times in no motherfucking row, partner.
It don't have nothing to do with that.
Manny Pacquiao, Conor McGregor and Floyd too would have happened.
Bro, money.
That's what I'm saying. They support their fighters.
Crazy right now.
It's the best fight.
The fans ain't gonna be stupid.
Man. So you go back,
hold on.
You go back, Keon. As you go back,
hold on.
As you go back, Keon.
Hold on. Let me say something.
No, as you go back, yes or no?
The fans. Let me say something. The fans, right? When Mike Tyson and Roy Jones fought, ain't no fan thought that shit was just gonna be the best fight ever. But if you look at the pay-per-view numbers, they did 2+ million pay-per-views.
2 legends in boxing, dog.
Was they duped out of their money?
2 legends in boxing, dog.
It doesn't, man. Whatever, man.
You
What
are you gonna buy?
You wrong is 2
Manny Pacquiao.
Hey, you wrong is 2 left.
Yeah, are you gonna buy Manny Pacquiao versus Conor McGregor? Yes or no, Keon?
Would I buy it?
Yeah, are you gonna buy it?
I'll watch that. Hell yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Man, get your lying ass out.
Get your lying ass out. I'm still gonna buy it.
Get your lying ass out. You ain't buying no fucking Conor McGregor.
I would buy it.
You would. So if it happened, you go buy it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna make sure I hold you to that. I'm gonna make sure I hold you to that. I'm gonna make sure I hold you.
I know that. I know that Manny Pacquiao.
I want to see. I want to see you.
But I still want to see him do it.
I want to see you press that button too. I want to see you press that button.
I still want to see him do it.
Okay, I want to see you press that button.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. I can press the button fucking 10,000 times.
I just want to see you press that button. That
Conor McGregor, right? In the
99.99, I want to see
than the Conor McGregor. I mean, it's bigger than the Manny Pacquiao Errol Spence fight. That's just simple fucking plain common sense.
I want to see you press that button, bro.
It doesn't matter what I do. It don't matter if I press it or not.
No, you're gonna buy it.
Other people gonna press that.
I want to see you support that motherfucker. I want to see you press that 99.99 button.
Don't try to change the narrative.
This ain't changing the narrative. I asked you, okay, you saying
whether I press it or not.
Everybody go buy it. Everybody go watch it. I say, Keon, would you buy the fight? You want to watch it? You say, I'm going to buy it. I would. Okay, I want to see.
When did I say that everybody was going to buy it?
Okay.
I didn't say that. I said that more people are going to buy that fight to watch that fight more than they would buy a motherfucking Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence fight.
And I disagree. I want to see you press that button.
How would you disagree? Numbers don't lie. We come on here every day if we talk about Errol Spence numbers compared to Terrence Crawford numbers, and Errol Spence is the clear A side, but the numbers don't lie. But now you don't want to keep the same energy.
Motherfucker, you talking about the UFC.
Why aren't you
talking about the UFC? You talking about the UFC with Conor McGregor fighting people that has a chance?
We talking about
the UFC, Conor McGregor fighting people in the UFC that them people know that has a chance. Now you putting Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor in the ring with each other. if you're not hyping that shit up, people not gonna buy that shit. You gotta sell that shit and hype
You
that
don't
shit
think that they gonna fucking promote it and hype it up? What the fuck are you talking about right now? You don't think that they gonna promote that and hype it up?
So what many?
Earl Smith,
I'm gonna
Smith
right now?
He's a dead man. He's a dead man. Little man, Pacquiao, and gonna knock his head off. And then what the fuck Pacquiao gonna say? Man, make people believe that Conor McGregor got a shot, bro.
Hey, Monnie. So how they gonna hype? So how they gonna hype Earl and Manny up then? Because both of them don't even talk.
Because it's in both of their sports already. They know that's a fight where it's boxing, bro. To where you know the skill set of Earl Spence and the skill set of Manny Pacquiao. You know, wait a minute. You know that's way better competitive fight than a motherfucker Conor McGregor who don't stand a chance, bro. Conor McGregor getting knocked the fuck out cold, bro.
Superstar though. He's a superstar. And UFC is bigger than boxing. They got a bigger fan base than boxing.
So they paying their money to get they gonna pay their money to watch Conor McGregor get his ass knocked out. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they did it the first time.
They still gonna pay for it regardless.
Okay. If it happened, I want to see. If it happened, I want to see.
I don't want to see the fight.
And I want to see Keon press that button for $99.99.
I don't want to.
I don't want to see no streaming. I don't want to see none of that streaming shit. I want to press that button.
It don't have nothing to do if I press the button or not. It don't have nothing to do with what I want.
It got a lot to do. It got a lot to do.
Change the narrative and act like I need to see that more than the aerospace and manufacturing. You trying to change the narrative. I'm telling you what
it's important that fight.
Fans are
going to press that button.
The world is going to do. It ain't got shit to do with me.
I want to see you press that button.
Get $10 million. I know Conor McGregor can sell a fucking fight with Manny.
I can't hear you, Bet. Say it again.
I said if a YouTuber can get $10 million and fucking be a headliner in front of fucking boxing, in front of a champion boxer, I know Conor McGregor and fucking Manny Pacquiao can sell a fucking fight, a pay-per-view fight.
I know they will get more than 10 million now, Bet. Come on now.
No, I'm just saying.
I never said he couldn't make 10 million.
YouTubers are getting paid more than some of these champions. Like when Logan Paul and KSI fucking fought in front of Devin Haney, they got paid more than Devin Haney.
But you got to understand that Logan Paul is already making that big ass money already. Like he already a big rich motherfucker. So of course his fan base. Of course his fan base is gonna buy that shit.
That's what I'm telling you.
Because they know that shit. But
that's what we are telling you. Conor McGregor is a rock star in MMA. Whatever he do, they gonna support him.
Well, that's what I'm asking. They gonna pay to watch him get his ass knocked out in 2 rounds. They go. So that's what they doing. Paying to see him get his ass knocked out in 2 rounds. So I want to see it, bro. I want to see it. Look,
listen, he's going to convince everybody that he has a chance.
But that's my thing. I never deny that they can't make 50 million, right? Never deny that they can't make 50 million. But he can make 50 million with Earl Spence at Dallas Cowboys Stadium, bro.
This motherfucker got 37.9 million followers.
Like I just
get on here and talk about how big of a let me talk right now.
The thing is that I'm talking about how big of millions of players and all that shit. So
I'm not going to scream over.
It don't matter. It don't matter. So if he got 37 million followers, why he ain't got 37 million motherfucking pay-per-view buys?
Hold on. Let me
come down here with that shit, dog. I'm going to go motherfucking Instagram and show no 37 point something million followers. Well, then show that nigga. Why don't he got 37 million motherfucking pay-per-view buys then?
Oh, hold on. Let me talk now because you talk, right?
Motherfucker, you talk too. Don't try to make like I ain't letting you talk. Come on now.
Let me say something. Because you the first one to get on here and talk about how big of a star Tank is because of his motherfucking Instagram, because of how many followers he got on Instagram and how many and what he do, right? How many people follow him on Instagram, right?
I never said shit about no
don't got near as many followers as Conor McGregor, but then you gonna switch the narrative when I show you that Conor McGregor got almost 40 million people that follow him on Instagram, right? If we want to take it there, because you yourself. You
Negro, show me something. I said anything about Instagram.
You have. Okay, why is Tank Davis a star then? Because you say he's a star. So tell me why he a star.
So to you, over who? A star over who?
Tell me why Tank Davis is a star.
Over who?
Because you always talk about how big of a star Tank Davis is.
Man, we know Tank is a star in boxing. That's hands down. That's hands down.
You telling me that Tank Davis is a star, but then you gonna tell me that nobody is gonna pay for Conor McGregor to see Conor McGregor, and this man got almost 40 million followers, right? But you gonna tell me that Tank Davis is a star? Man, I ain't got nothing else to say to you.
First of all, Negro. First of all, I never said nobody is not gonna pay to see him. First of all, I never said nobody is not gonna pay to see him. I just said they not fit to be duped out their money. Where you talking about they gonna make $100 million motherfucking dollars? It ain't gonna happen, dog. It ain't gonna happen. So you can't get pissed off because I believe that Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao make his biggest payday with Errol Spence over Conor McGregor. That's how I feel, dog. People is not fit to fall for that shit 2 times in a row. They know this man don't stand a chance against no goddamn Manny Pacquiao. They know it. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna believe what the fuck I believe, whether you believe it or not. You understand me? And that's how I feel. Conor McGregor in the UFC, yes, they go pay because it's his fucking sport. But they pay for that shit to watch him fight Manny Pacquiao in a 2 or 3 round fight where they gonna be paying to see him get his motherfucking ass knocked out quicker than he got knocked out against Floyd Mayweather.
All right, cool, Money. This is what I'm saying. Adrian Broner tricked the people 3 times. And he got a pay-per-view fight with Manny Pacquiao.
In his sport, though, Key. In his sport. Let's see if Adrian Broner could have did that with an MMA fighter and see what happened.
But he tricked the people. He tricked the people. He had 2 bum-ass fights and got a Manny Pacquiao fight. They tricked the people.
I want to see. I'm watching Manny Pacquiao, and I'm going to see if he fight Conor McGregor over Errol Spence. I'm going to see.
Of course he's going to fight him over Errol Spence.
I'm going to see.
Fight a lot more money. And I'm going to tell y'all something. So
that said, he already said he fighting Conor McGregor, and I didn't see that.
Hold on.
No, I'm talking about that's when they was talking about him and Mikey. He said he'd rather go fight Conor McGregor.
Yeah, let me say something. This is recent. This is some news I'm gonna tell y'all. So the other day, I listened to a interview with Manny Pacquiao, and it was I think it was yesterday. I listened to an interview with Manny Pacquiao. He did it in over there in the Philippines. And they asked him, if he has a choice, who does he want to fight next? They ask him, who does he want to fight next? If he has a choice, out of everybody, they name Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford and McGregor. And he specifically said that he wants to fight Conor McGregor. And they asked him why. And he said, because, he wants to see what it's like, fighting an MMA fighter. That's something that he ain't never done, crossing the 2 sports together. And that's something that really interests him. And that's what he wants to do. If he could choose, if he has a choice to choose, that's what he would choose. He said this in the interview he did with somebody over in his, in the Philippines. So he already has come out and said that that's his choice. So if, like I said, if Conor McGregor win his next fight, that's the fight that we're going to see. And Conor McGregor coming back, winning his next fight, he's already huge. He's already big. I mean, I don't know how much bigger he can get. Conor McGregor's already to that top level, right? So, and then it's crazy because it's a difference. I'm going to just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? We talking about star power. Conor McGregor's a white man. He do 10 times worse shit than Floyd Mayweather, but they don't vilify him for that, right? So they think that everything he does is funny. It's cool. You see what I'm saying? So you don't think he's gonna be bigger than? He's huge. He's a huge superstar. Like it ain't even no comparison. So when if he comes and knocks out this dude Dustin Poirier, he's a big name in the UFC himself. Conor McGregor gonna make so much fucking noise. and then go and fight Manny Pacquiao. Even if he mentioned Manny Pacquiao in this pay-per-view he got coming up, that shit if he mentions Manny Pacquiao name, that shit gonna fucking scream loud like that. It's that's a huge and it don't matter what we think. These fans will pay to see it because that we know what we know what it's about. It's a spectacle. This is a spectacle. This ain't no fucking, we want to see what we want to see the skills in the ring and what happens. And Conor McGregor gonna sell it because he gonna make all the UFC fans think, right? He gonna make all of them think that now that he's had experience with Floyd Mayweather and that he's, boxed before, he's gonna make all of them think that he's doing now he knows what to do. He just got tired and he would have beat Floyd if he didn't got tired, because that's the narrative they're gonna run. Then he gonna have all of them thinking that now he could beat Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao way smaller than him. They gonna run. They know how to promote this, and he know how to promote it because he gonna talk a gang of shit.
Last time I looked,
he gonna talk shit about the Philippines, right? He's gonna talk shit about the Philippines. He's gonna make fun of how Manny Pacquiao talk. He gonna do all type of shit.
Hey, Key. The last time I know, Conor McGregor got a hell of a lot of commercials.
Yeah, you see him all the time.
Every time I look at TV, I see Conor McGregor.
I'm gonna let y'all know right now. The way that boxing is right now, Errol Spence will never be as big as Conor McGregor. If the boxing stay the same way that it is right now, Errol Spence will never be as big as Conor McGregor. That's just a whole different world.
No, Errol Spence black and he don't talk enough shit. He'll never be as big as Conor McGregor.
Yeah, he'll never be, because we know Conor made his name over there in that motherfucking white boy sport in MMA. I never said Earl would be as big as Conor McGregor.
No. But, like Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather bigger than Conor McGregor. But I'm talking about won't nobody in boxing be as big like Floyd or Manny Pacquiao no more. Cause matter of fact, Adrian Broner could have been, but he started losing.
Yeah, and I talked about that a lot. AB is the only fighter that I've seen come to the sport in the last since Floyd.
After Floyd.
That could have actually been as big as Floyd or bigger than Floyd. AB might have, if AB could have been bigger than Floyd, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's because
he had the internet era.
He had more charisma than Floyd. You know what I'm saying? AB had more charisma than Floyd. Floyd, his main thing was becoming a villain and being able to, talk shit and make people mad at him. AB, he could do all of that plus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he can make you laugh. He can make you mad.
He can make you laugh. You know what I'm saying?
He had a social media era as well. Like Floyd was just coming to that shit, but AB, he had that shit. Like he could have been that nigga, man. If he just put his back down and then that Madonna fight fucked him over, dog. Man,
imagine if AB had a went right and beat Madonna. That right there alone. Imagine if AB had to beat Madonna, right?
Yeah.
It took him to the next level.
Come on, bro.
Either for the Pacquiao or somebody of that nature, or he could have got a Floyd fight.
But think about this fight though, y'all. And remember the Matisse fight too. Remember how big Matisse was at that time?
Yeah.
Remember, because they wanted him to go down and fight Matisse, but he stayed at 47 and fought Madonna because that's what everybody thought he was gonna do. Go back to 140 and fight Matisse at 140. And I still think I just think Madonna, them motherfucking gloves, dog. When Floyd and them called his ass them gloves, I still think he probably fucked AB over with them gloves.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
You never know. But if he would have been on top of his game and stopped doing that bullshit he was doing and stayed and stuck and slept in shit boxing and did what he was doing,
he could have beat Madonna.
But Batman, that's why I tell y'all, like when we talk about tanking, I'm not gonna get into tanking shit, but that's why I tell y'all it's a lot of fighters that have all the talent in the world, but talent don't mean shit if you don't have the ultimate discipline, right? Look at Reddick Bowe, right? Look at, I know some of y'all might be too young to remember Reddick Bowe in his prime and Reddick, young Reddick Bowe. But
Reddick Bowe was like that.
Huh?
He was like that.
Yeah, Reddick Bowe was a motherfucking monster, right? But Reddick Bowe, you know this, Batman, you know money. Reddick Bowe was
money.
He was
got money and got comfortable.
Yeah, and he was undisciplined. He wouldn't stay in shape like that. And Reddick Bowe, to me, the way that Reddick Bowe beat Evander Holyfield when Holyfield was in his prime, with nobody fucking with Holyfield when he was in his prime like that. And I'm talking about the first fight, not the second fight. Not, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the first fight. The way that he beat Evander Holyfield in his prime, Reddick Bowe could have went on from there and been the biggest superstar in all of boxing, because Reddick Bowe had that it factor too.
But he had, like what my man say, Marvin had to say, when you're sleeping in silk sheets, man, shit getting difficult.
That's all discipline. You see me? So what I'm saying is we've had a lot of fighters come up doing that. We've probably seen fighters. We've seen a lot of fighters that probably could have been better than Floyd, but it don't mean shit because they didn't have the discipline and the eat shit sleep boxing like Floyd did. That's a whole nother level. You got different levels of the game. You know what I'm saying? He at that top level in the heavens of the game because he had it all and he combined it. You know, it's very few fighters that we see. Andre Ward had it all. He combined it.
He had a motherfucker pushing him since he was fucking couldn't even walk.
Right. Yeah. That too. That's a factor. That's a factor that play in. Who do you got behind you? You know what I'm saying?
Look at all the people in the last 20 years that really excelled in boxing. That really was that plateau boxer. They always had what with them.
And when you look at Floyd, though, Floyd saw the bigger picture. He knew where he was trying to go with this shit. These niggas, like I say, this younger generation, dog, they can only see right now. And with everything that's going on, they love them to shine and all that shit. They shine and they doing all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So with Floyd, he come from that, you know, he everything they did, he already did. You know what I mean? He already did that shit. So he saw the bigger picture. Like, I'm gonna milk this motherfucking game out of what I can milk it for. And he milked the shit out this motherfucker better than anybody that ever did that shit. And he's still milking this motherfucker right now.
Yeah, when it became the money.
Blood. So, I want to say salute Blood Sports TV. Salute King.
Salute Blue. What's going down, big bro?
When what's up, Blue? Motherfucker, when motherfucking Floyd became the money, man, he got to do whatever he wants to. I don't knock him because he fucking went through the gauntlet his whole career. When he became champion, he fought the best of the best. Go look at it.
He did. Yeah, that's you can't. But people try to act like he didn't, but he did. And before that, he was calling out the best of the best, and they was ducking him.
Like when Shane Mosley was the man, and Floyd Mayweather was called saying his name, he wasn't paying attention. But just like the shit happened with Earl, when the roles reversed, motherfuckers called him out.
Yeah. Floyd fought in 3 eras, bro. He fought in 3 eras.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I still my personal opinion, to me, and this be an argument, and you know, on a lot of groups and shit for years. My personal opinion, if you take the two fighters pound for pound, right, at their best. I'm talking about when they was pound for pound. You could throw Mike Tyson in there, right, with them. You could throw and I'm talking about since from the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s, even the 70s. I can't go back to Sugar Ray Robinson because I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I'm saying Roy Jones Jr. to me, Roy Jones Jr. was the best fighter I ever seen prime for prime. He was so far ahead of everybody else, prime for prime. You know, and people forget. That's the sad part, is a lot of people forget because they used to seeing the old Roy that was no. I'm talking about Roy Jones in his prime for prime. Because if Roy Jones never had a loss to that disqualification loss to Griffith, to Montel Griffith, that bullshit. If he never had to took that disqualification loss, Roy Jones would have been like 49-0 before he even ever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he ever, if he had never, and he said it himself, if he had never took that L, right, it fucked him up so bad because he was so pissed off. He looked for another goal to accomplish. That's why he moved all the way up to heavyweight and then came all the way back down. If he had never did that,
he did that for money.
Tarver would have never had no chance of beating him.
Tell Roy stop lying. He did it for the money, man.
Well,
he did it for the heavyweight money, man.
Well, that too. Of course, you're gonna do it for the money. But I'm saying my point.
Everybody fights for money.
But my point, Batman. If Roy had never did that, right? Antonio Tarver would have never had no motherfucking chance of beating him. Roy Jones in his prime, none of them dudes was come close to touching him. To me, in his prime for prime, I'm talking about prime from prime. I think that Roy Jones is better than Floyd.
I'm gonna say this. This is why I don't think he's better than Floyd, and I just feel, and I don't want to say this, but he got popped. Roy got popped dirty.
I'm gonna let you go first.
No. If you gonna talk about that, let's talk about what happened, though, Money.
I'm saying, I know. I'm just saying, though, Keith. They saying he got popped in '99.
No, but it came back. That and they cleared him for that. When he got popped, they cleared him for that because it came back that a supplement that he was taking. It was a protein supplement that he was taking. It had like some shit in there, and it was on the market. Then they eventually took that supplement off of the market, so they cleared his name. So you can't say that he was taking shit. It was in a supplement. They researched it. They went and did the investigation, and it was in the supplement that he was taking.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Those are the facts.
So if it's a fact, I can give you that because I never looked that up and I don't know, but I just know he got popped in '99. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but right. I do feel like, I'm with you on that. I do feel like Roy, he was a transcender, bro. He did transcend the game. He like a Tyson and a Sugar Ray Leonard and a Sugar Ray Rouse. He got to be mentioned up there. You feel me? And one thing Roy did that I did like is he went hunting. Like Roy will tell you quick, and that's his mentality. If you can't get a fight, you go find a fight. And I think that's another reason why he went to heavyweight as well. And it was for the money too, but it was still a challenge and it was an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And he accomplished that shit. He became the heavyweight champion. You feel me?
Did.
That nigga went from 260 to heavyweight, dog.
He did what Canelo did.
That nigga went from from 160 all the way to heavyweight.
He went to go pick the weakest heavyweight to go fight. But like I said,
but look where he came from, though.
Batman. But don't act like that John Ruiz hadn't beat Holyfield. See, the thing was,
John Ruiz beat a worn down Holyfield.
But that's my thing, though. Look where he came from, though. Look where Roy came from.
Hold on, Batman. Roy Jones, hold on. Let's speak the facts. Let's speak about what really happened, okay? Let's speak about if we're gonna talk about this, we got to talk about what really happened. Roy Jones, right? Before John Ruiz beat Holyfield, Roy Jones and his team, they sent out basically a challenge. They told Holyfield that they wanted to come up and fight Holyfield at heavyweight, right? They shot it out.
Oh, this shit.
Hold on, man.
Top heavyweight at that time.
Hold on.
He had beat Mike Tyson already. So you know what I'm saying?
That one at the time
he had beat Mike Tyson a few years before that. But hold on. They sent the offer to Holyfield. Holyfield and his team, they said that they weren't interested in it, right? So then afterwards, John Ruiz ended up beating Holyfield, right? And then John Ruiz reached out to Roy Jones and them and was like, yeah, we want to fight y'all. You know what I'm saying? And then Roy Jones was like, yeah, well, shit, we want to fight Holyfield anyway. Shit, let's make it happen. And they moved up and fought John Ruiz. Now you can't act like, oh, well, he was trying to take the weakest link. He was still moving up to heavyweight.
But
it don't matter.
The weakest link.
It doesn't matter.
And challenge yourself.
Look.
Listen,
you can't say that the man didn't challenge himself, Batman. He came from 154.
Unless you get off. I don't care where you come from. If you step up, you go fight the best fighter at the division, you will get the most respect out of everybody. That's why I say it's too many belts in boxing. It's too many belts.
Let me ask you something, Batman. Because you let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
And Gary Russell, you already know I fuck with Gary Russell heavy. But can Gary Russell right now step up and beat Jermell Charlo?
No, he probably can't.
Would you want him to step up and beat Jermell Charlo and fight Jermell Charlo?
No.
Well, that's the same shit that Roy Jones coming from where damn near the same thing that Roy Jones coming from where he came to fight a heavyweight.
But I'm not going to send him up there, period.
Yeah, I don't think that's a fair question because Roy didn't go straight from 154 to heavyweight.
Oh, no, I'm talking about he went from 175 to heavyweight, which is we know
light heavyweight. He went from light heavyweight to heavyweight.
but he moved up, he graduated up. But when you say that though, can you say
cruiserweight? But look at the weight differences. 175 to heavyweight is you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He skipped cruiserweight and went to heavyweight.
Yeah, that's a big weight. That's a big weight slide.
Right,
and he only came in weighing like 197 during fight night. He wasn't even weighing in 200 plus.
But Keith, he just made Batman point though. Keith, just made Batman point because you said would he go up and beat? You say Jermell or Jamal?
I said Jermell.
So with Jermell is the best at the division. You see what I'm saying? You can't say go up and fight the best of the division. And look, I give Roy credit for beating John Louise because at the end of the day, where Roy came from and still went to heavyweight and fought. But
okay, will he go up and beat some Rosario right now?
I wouldn't want him to.
Exactly. So you can't discredit you can't discredit Roy Jones for going up and you know what I'm saying. You can't discredit Roy Jones.
That's why it needs to be one belt in boxing for when a motherfucker go up there, they gonna see the best of the best. They gonna see the best of the best.
You know what? I agree with you. I agree with you 150%.
You can't go up there and pick a champion that, all right, now let's go to Canelo. He just fought Colin Smith that fought all UK fighters that was some fucking shit. Now, the zone hyping it like Colin Smith was the best 168 pounder in the world.
I'm okay with the 4-belt era, as long as it's just the 4-belt era. Like all that other shit is what gets me. You know what I'm saying? I'm all right with the 4 belts. Like that 4 belts, I think it's cool because it gives us a variation of fights. You know what I'm saying? Now I won't get like I know what y'all saying about the one title and shit, but I think that everybody still have to fight each other. You feel me? But I just feel like the 4-belt era, it gives us a great variation, bro, to work because everybody is talented fucking fighters. But as long as they fight for that one scrap, like no motherfucking no nothing after that, no motherfucking no regular titles and none of that shit, I'm all right with the 4-belt era.
Listen, he should have been fighting Caleb Plant or fucking Benavidez. Look what they just did, dog. They just made that man fight for 2 belts. They fought for the WBC belt and the fucking WBA belt. That was bullshit.
Yep, I thought it was some bullshit too when they threw that WBC belt in there. But
for WBC.
So,
I thought that was some bullshit. But
right now at 154, Caleb Smith is the best 168 pounder in the world.
Callum Plant, you mean?
Yeah, Callum Plant.
I agree with you, Batman. I agree with you cold-heartedly. Caleb Plant, he the dude. To me, he that dude at 168. But you know,
but it was
but he got to start fighting. He got to start fighting better competition because this Caleb Truex ain't doing it for me.
They not
that shit don't do it.
Canelo ducked out. They tried to get him Canelo. Canelo ain't want to fight him.
Yeah, but what happened there? They were supposed to fight Chris Eubank. I don't know what happened with that.
That's what I'm saying. Fight somebody that you can say, like, God damn, that's a.
But Money. Can you agree that's a good fight. That's a better
better than Truex.
Truex. That's a good fight.
Yeah, most definitely. Junior, Junior better than
whoever
you want to fight now.
Nobody want like see that's what's making look that's what's making I don't know what the fuck PBC doing right with Caleb Plant, but that's what's making Caleb Plant look bad to his haters because they can say, oh well, look who he fighting. Don't nobody want to see him fight.
But y'all know who he want to fight though.
Huh?
Y'all know who he want to fight.
Yeah, we know who, but why is he not getting these guys? Because why are we seeing him fight Caleb Truex? That's what I want to know. Nobody is calling to see because you had
Caleb Plant want to fight fucking. That's just like
check this out, right?
Gary Russell Jr. wanted to fight everybody at 126, but don't nobody want to fight him.
But check this out, right? You won the title. And I don't think this shit got nothing to do with Caleb Plant. But what the fuck they doing over there at PBC? They need to give us better fights because you win the title against Uzcategui, right? Then you have him fight Mike Lee on the undercard of Pacquiao and Thurman, right? Then you have him come and fight Vincent Figgenbutts, another 2 motherfuckers in the road that ain't nobody heard of, right? And now,
but you know what they call that? We gonna build the fight up.
And now, but now 3 times in a row, right? You didn't have the belt. Now your third title defense, you fight another motherfucker that don't nobody care to see. Like, come on, man. Don't nobody want to see that bullshit. And that's the problem with boxing. Because we gotta sit around until motherfuckers just get tired of that shit and then they gonna stop paying attention to you.
That sound like that Carol Brooks shit, Keith, when he won the title from Porter.
Yeah, bro.
Everybody ducked him.
See that bullshit.
Floyd Mayweather ducked Kell Brook. A lot of people ducked Keith Thurman, ducked Kell Brook. A lot of people ducked him. That's why he had to go fight.
I can't say that Floyd Mayweather ducked no Kell Brook because who the fuck was Kell Brook for Floyd Mayweather to fight? When Floyd Mayweather had all these cats to fight.
But Floyd Mayweather, at one time when Floyd gave up the belts, he was one of the ones that was calling him out there that was winning.
But what was he gonna get out of fighting Kell Brook?
What you mean?
Didn't nobody even know who Kell Brook was when he fought Sean Porter?
He was a boogeyman. He
became a boogeyman.
Kell Brook was
Kell Brook wasn't no boogeyman, dog.
When he beat Sean Porter, Keith Thurman ain't want to fight him. He ain't want to unify.
No, but we talking about Mayweather. He ain't no boogeyman to Mayweather. That motherfucking Mayweather ain't even know who Kell Brook was.
They fake boost Kell Brook. I remember when he first came out, when they was first talking about him before he fought Sean.
Yeah, they wanted to kill in the American fight. They were trying to build that shit up.
And then
then he supposed to fought Devin Alexander, but him and Devin Alexander fell out twice.
Batman. You know good so damn well at the time, if Mayweather had came out and said, you know what, my next opponent is Kell Brook, motherfuckers would have had a heart attack. Like,
at the time, Kell was
fighting the Kell Brook. This dude was
like, who the fuck is Kell Brook? How the hell is he fighting Kell Brook?
Floyd duck, what's my man name? Paul Williams.
I ain't gonna say duck Paul Williams. No, he's saying Paul Williams.
No, Paul Williams said he ducked.
Yeah, Paul said out his own mouth.
Paul said out his own mouth.
I'm not saying
I know Paul want to be what you call that shit?
He wanted to fight. He want to be I know what you're saying, politically correct or
he want to be politically correct. I understand that, man.
Paul Williams could beat Floyd Mayweather.
Paul was fighting and calling Floyd out. Floyd was acting like Paul ain't exist.
Paul Williams could beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah, Paul said, I don't know if I could have beat him. He said, but I damn sure gonna give it a good run. I'm gonna go in and try to throw 1,000 punches though, but that shit's gonna get negated though. Like Laura, what Laura did to him, Floyd would have did 2 times that, in my opinion, bro. And Laura beat the shit out of Paul Williams, bro, and they gave that motherfucker that dub. And that's what you call a robbery. I don't care what nobody say, dog. That's what you call a robbery. Laura beat the shit out of Paul Williams, dog.
Man, we gonna get ready to wrap it up, man. We've been on here 3.5 over almost 4 hours.
Now we 4 hours. Your ass been gone for an hour.
Oh yeah.
Hey, did y'all remember the Laura and the Paul Williams fight?
Hell yeah. Man, Laura beat the shit out of Paul Williams. He beat the shit out of Paul Williams.
Yeah. Hey, Merry Christmas to y'all too, bro. It's 1 o'clock. Merry Christmas to everybody that's rocking with us too, man. Appreciate y'all for sticking around.
I don't believe in that shit, but
me neither. Money, I don't believe in that shit. That's that pagan holiday, and I know about all that, so I don't do it. But shit, Christmas every day for my kids.
Hell yeah.
I don't buy shit for Christmas for my kids.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't celebrate Christmas. I said Christmas is every day for my kids. I
ain't gonna say Christmas every day for my kids. What the fuck they earn is what the fuck they get. Straight up.
This old pull them up by the bootstrap ass nigga.
Salute, KG. Say happy Kwanzaa. Salute to you, my dude.
Kwanzaa ain't till the 26th, my brother. Hopefully, I get my motherfucking live stream back on the 26th. I'm talking all that shit.
Yes, sir. And you get on there talking about that motherfucking McGregor, McGregor and Pacquiao fight ain't bigger than the motherfucking Errol Spence and Pacquiao. I'm gonna go on your shit and cuss your ass out.
Oh, it's coming. Don't worry about it. Come on, no.
Hey, be that beast. Salute. Yeah, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Y'all got any closing words before we get up out of here?
No, I just want to say appreciate everybody for rocking with us, man. We have been going for 4 hours. KG Alexander, I know he's my early. I feel you, bro. Just appreciate everybody for rocking with us, man. Sticking around. The ones that did stick around is all love. Be that beast was going down. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no. I know James Kirkland's supposed to have a fight or some shit coming up. Him. It's a couple of fights, but Ioka, so that is a small fight that Lawrence Williams put us up on the 31st. You know what I'm saying? That's a championship fight. It's gonna be a good ass fight too. But I forgot all about that fight, so I'm looking forward to the little motherfucker Ioka.
Tune in, man. Gary Antoine Russell fight on the 26th, man.
Oh, let me ask Bet this too, man. How you feel about that motherfucker, man? Cause we was pissed off about that bitch ass referee, man.
Yeah.
Man, that shit was
fucking pitiful.
That shit was terrible, bro. That
referee need his ass beat.
That rabbit punch, like, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? You got this motherfucker play out and grab, rabbit punch, and this motherfucker didn't break up. No, I say, boy.
He shouldn't have been in that situation. That's what I tell him.
That's a fact too, though. But if motherfucker steady grabbing you though, and I know you're supposed to let a motherfucker grab you and shit like that, but that shit kind of pissed me off, bro.
What did he feel? What your brother feel about that fight?
He should have. I mean, what I feel about it. I mean, we ain't been really talking boxing lately, man. You know, my little brother died. We ain't been really talking boxing and shit like that. It's been reminiscing. You know what I'm saying? More reminiscent than anything.
Right. Hard times. Yeah, I feel you.
But you know what I'm saying? But like when I look at the fight, he should have got on his dance and been plucking him from the outside. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, he won.
Got the W. That's all that matters.
They can step the game up for him. Rickendale right there. Monster in the way. And what's the other? I forgot the other cat. They got I think the WBC belt or the WBO belt. I forgot his name. He got good fights. A couple of champions to fight. You know, I just want to see him, man, get the opportunities that Gary Russell Jr. never got.
I feel you. Shit, Gary still got to become world champion shit twice.
I like it, man. He aggressive too, man. I like him. He just, I think that's a learning experience for him fighting a fighter like that, like a fighter that they ain't really come in to necessarily win. He just come in to just fight dirty and try to get a dirty win if he can,
Well, he supposed to start boxing him. I mean,
Yeah, but Payana never fought that kind of fight before, though. We gonna look at his other fights, bro. He a bang, which like that nigga used to box, and that's why I was kind of pissed off at Payana. Cause I'm like, damn, you fighting like a bitch. Cause at first, and I know part of the time, cause Payana has like had a skill set, bro. And I'm like, okay, this gonna be a challenge. And he went that motherfucker and grab and rabbit punch like a motherfucker.
Yeah, but my brother Poser got on his dance, got on his box, and outboxed the shit out of him, and not let Payana get close to him no more. But
your brother took that fight on what was that? 2 weeks notice?
Nah, it was like a three weeks notice.
So was he fully prepared for it, or was it was? Because I know y'all had a lot. Y'all got a lot going on. So you think that he was fully prepared for that fight, or how you feel?
I mean, sometimes, man, I guess he was trying to get the knockout. He was pressing, and he kept walking forward. He posed to change his game plan, but it is what it is. I mean, he big for that weight class, and he hit hard. So I know what he be doing sometimes. He just try to walk a motherfucker down and try to get him out of there.
Facts. Yeah. You think you just gonna run through every goddamn body when you can't do that with certain people.
Yeah.
I got you.
Y'all know he's strong. He is a little strong dude anyway.
Yeah, big head motherfucker grabbing rabbit punch and shit.
But my other little brother fight, the one that's that's a motherfucking animal.
Yeah.
You talking about the one that was in the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gary
Antoine
Russell. Yeah. Antoine. Yeah, he's a beast. He'll probably fighting on the 26th, you say?
Yeah, the 26th. Saturday on Fox.
What are you fighting on?
On Fox.
Okay. We will be tuned in, bro.
Yeah, we sure gonna be tuned in.
Motherfucker, I'm trying to get him to fight Bunny.
Where he fighting at? He fighting at 140?
Yeah, he fight at 140. Yeah. You talking about Robert Easter?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
At 140.
Yeah, I seen the fight. I just forgot his name. Weight class. I seen the fight though.
He fought Bernardo's.
Yeah, man. That's gonna. Yeah, we definitely gonna tune in, man. I didn't seen all of his fights. Motherfucker, he a monster. Like you said, he a monster. He gonna be a real problem. But his build too. He gonna, what I'm saying? He gonna be a problem at 147 before, in a couple years.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to get him to fight the best competition for motherfuckers to get the notice in them.
Right. Shit, they got to promote themselves too. They got to come on platforms and promote themselves too.
I already be telling them that, man. I tell them that all the time, man. Y'all got to come on certain platforms to get y'all names put out there, man.
It's more to the game than just Batman. It's more fighting. To the game now.
It's more to the game than just fighting.
Right, and then they fuck with their people. Shit, the door's wide open. Shit, they got to know it's a lot of platforms that's gonna welcome their ass with open arms out here, dog. Your people's fuck with y'all because y'all ride for the culture like a motherfucker. Y'all now see they put everything on the line for the culture, shit. So they get their love back in return, shit.
Real talk.
But, motherfuckers be doing so much shit, man. And they act like, man, that. And then, certain things ain't good in front of the camera, man. But Antonio is, but I think Antoine ain't good for the camera, man. But not right
that nigga be on social media talking all shit on Instagram.
Ooh, which one?
Antonio. I mean, not Antonio, the one that's fit to fight. That boy be on there.
Antoine?
Yeah, Antoine, yeah. But they got the key in your motherfucking ass. I don't know why them niggas don't believe in you like that, man.
Man, I don't know neither, man.
For real, dog. Make you pull up on them niggas in a wheelchair, punch their ass in the stomach.
No, I'll just keep telling them, man, that they need to just put themselves out there and say, fuck it. Stop. What a motherfucker think about you, don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah, because Batman, it's like this. They got the skills, but if you don't got the rest of the shit that come outside of the ring,
I mean,
they're gonna make an excuse not to fight you and to make it worse because your skills are so good. Now they can make an excuse like, oh, he ain't nobody. We don't know who he is, you know.
That's what I tell them. Hey, Keith, that's what I tell them. I tell them, look, you got the personality too, but y'all act like y'all don't want to show y'all personality, y'all real personalities.
Yeah. Peace out, be that bitch. You have a good one.
At the end of the day, man, your career is gonna be up and nobody even gonna fucking know who the fuck you are.
I was just about to say that shit, dog. Boxing only around for a short period of time, dog. That shit go quick.
And I keep telling them, what the fuck you become a boxer for? Just to be a boxer?
Right. Yeah, because that's it's different levels, man. So yeah, they definitely got to start, you know, getting themselves out there.
And Antoine at that weight class, and he's a fan-friendly fighter. He will be a fucking superstar. He could be a superstar. But you know, man, we'll see. We'll see if they start.
You know, a perfect example. You know, a perfect example I'm gonna give you, Batman, is who and you know, he took too many long layoffs and just wouldn't do no interviews and wouldn't talk about boxing. Anthony Peterson.
Man.
Anthony Peterson.
I know.
I told you, I did Anthony Peterson, dog, and I fuck with him still right now. But that nigga said, I say, what's up, bro? You ready? He said, yeah, we can do the interview, but I don't want to talk about no boxing. I say, you don't want to talk about no boxing? What the fuck you want to talk about? You know what I'm saying? Him or Lamont didn't do no interviews. I almost had the Lamont interview, but yeah, that's a clear fact. I ain't seen them in a man. And be training motherfuckers. Shit.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like whoever gonna know Anthony Peterson when you talk about him. Ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying?
The only reason you know Anthony Peterson, what's his name? Lucas Matisse knocked him out and Earl Smith beat his ass.
No, that's Lamont.
No, that's Lamont Peterson.
Yeah, Lamont.
I'm talking about Anthony.
Anthony known for getting bullied by
Brandon Rios.
Yeah. But he taking too much, you know what I'm saying? You could tell that they had all the skills and everything, but they was taking too many, they just didn't love boxing like that. They was taking too many long layoffs and wouldn't just, I don't know.
Man, you know, they got the bitches and start getting a little bit of money and said fuck boxing.
Yeah. But man, before we get up out of here, Batman, let me get some final word from you and let everybody know where to catch you at, you know, this Sunday.
Yeah, man, you can catch me on Drew Titan every Sunday. If a motherfucker want to get in touch with me, you can get in touch with me on my IG. Everything's still cruddy. Man, look, man, we need to change the forecomings of boxing, man. We need to make them get rid of all these fucking sanctioned baddies and make two to one belts, man. So we can start seeing the fucking fights we want to see. And these fucking fighters need to stop ducking each other, man. Straight up.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
I don't know why every time I see Batman name on Instagram, I think of dead presidents, dog. Cuddy, I think
That's you know, dead president. I got a big dead presidents movie poster hanging up in my crib, framed this shit. Dead president, that's my favorite all-time movie. That's my number one favorite movie of all time.
I ain't got no all-time favorite movie, man. I just be trying.
You can't tell me you don't fuck with dead presidents though.
Nah, when I was young, my life was a movie. So
yeah,
I don't really be.
I straight cried.
I play a lot of video games, man.
Right, you know, we snuck in the movie when we was little and shit. I watched Dead Presidents at the movie and shit. And right at the end, when he got the throw in the turn, he went to jail. My ass crying like a little bitch. I'm like, why Trey, you over there crying? I'm like, I ain't crying.
Hey, when he threw that chair at that goddamn judge.
Yeah, when they went and did that motherfucking
I felt that shit, dog. When they gave him all that time and he threw that shit, man, I felt that shit, dog.
I'm like, damn, he ain't never getting out of jail. Like he going to jail for life. Like he ain't never getting out.
I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? But I'm finna go hook this goddamn PlayStation 5 up and see what this motherfucker talking about.
Man, they say they got a call back on them joints, man.
What game you got, Key?
I ain't got one. I'll download one. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see what it look like.
Okay.
They say they calling them back too, Key. So you might
Really?
gotta take your joint back. Yeah.
See, that's why I like to wait.
I just bought my shit off a nigga off the streets. It ain't been open yet.
I'm just saying
You not saying some of them over getting called back in.
Yeah, they getting called back in.
You ain't gotta have no receipt, do you?
I don't think so.
I don't think you need a receipt to take it back. You don't need a receipt if you want your money back.
Yeah. Damn. That's crazy.
But yeah, let's get on up out this motherfucker, man. It's going on 1:15 around this bitch. Appreciate everybody for rocking out with us, though, man. We will be back. What's tomorrow? Not tomorrow, Christmas. So, motherfucker might slide in. You never know, because this, Keon don't do that shit. I might be drunk as a motherfucker tomorrow. Who knows?
Yeah, man. But yeah, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. Money. Yeah, we gonna be back. Shit, if we don't be back tomorrow, we'll be back the next day. That's Saturday. Yeah, shit. I ain't got shit going on, I'm getting ready for my baby. My baby will be here on Monday, if not before. So after that, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna shut it down for a little bit. But Money gonna be holding it down, over there on his channel.
If that motherfucker come back, shit, I got it. Y'all got it.
I've been in the hospital for however long.
Shit, I might take over your shit again.
Yeah, you already know.
Man, y'all need me to come on hit me. I ain't doing shit.
Hell yeah, bet I might need you, bro. Hey Key, y'all got a name? You gonna be a junior, or y'all got his own name?
Name after my pops, after my dad, Robert. Yeah, his name is gonna be Robert. I named after my pops.
Okay, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
I wish y'all a healthy pregnancy too, my brother.
I appreciate you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Me too, Keith.
Appreciate you, man. Yes, sir. But yeah, we up out of here. And like I said, I appreciate everybody. If you ain't hit that like button, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure that you go subscribe to Drew Titan, right? And you can catch my man Batman every Sunday on Drew Titan. Make sure that you go subscribe to Money Brown TV. If you ain't already subscribed to Money Brown, you should already be. And make sure if you ain't subscribed to me, make sure that you subscribe to Everything Boxing. And yeah, we out. Y'all already know how I do. I don't watch reality TV. I watch boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. We out.
Peace out, man.
All right.